All right, we have the ready from Sharky. So, Peyton, you want to go ahead and count us down?
Yeah, let's count down everyone for this first set of our day for Mega Masters in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Let's go. Hep's on the left, coming in at the number 56 seed. He's gonna be rolling today. How long has Hep's been rolling?
He started wasn't that long ago. I remember when he first started and just really fast growth. I mean, he did already have a lot of the good fundamentals behind it, so I think he practiced a little bit here and there. But when he seriously just decided to switch, I mean, he probably had a couple 100,000 PB jump pretty quickly.
That's pretty insane. He's got a 1.4 right now. Also, thanks to K9 watching Tetris for the 321 bits. Thank you very much. And Sharky, of course, diehard Daz. He's going to play Daz till he dies. 1.2 is his PB, which is pretty big accomplishment for Daz players.
Yeah,
right
I
now.
mean,
Go ahead.
having to get 600, roughly breakdown. It's not easy, and you try to get as much as you can on 18, but even if you get a magical 700k transition to get the 1.2, you still have to have a 500k post, and that is just, it's not trivial every game.
Look out for that misdrop from Sharky there. A little bit of an overshift. See if that allows him that right side. Making that long bar dependency was so scary, but it looked almost routine for Sharky to get that quick tap going. Looks like he'll burn out of this. Hep's going to take the lead here, 166 to 107 in the early going. But Sharky should be getting out of this shortly. I love that flat burn on the J there.
As a Dash player, you just have to sometimes commit to a couple nice flat burns, and you see how amazingly it worked out. I mean, able to knock down a Tetris immediately after. Everything just, I mean, if you want to learn the Dash play style, Sharky is one of the people to watch for sure.
Indeed. Das was so hard. For once I figured out how it worked, it was just so hard for me to pick it up. I don't think I ever fully understood how to work with the mechanics properly. Which is probably why I stopped playing it. Anyway, Hep's getting into a bit of a traffic jam. Ooh, that's another misdrop for Sharky. It's like, almost like unforced errors. These are kind of like halfway up the board. It's causing him to just burn away more lines than he would like. Hep's trying to get things under control. He's up by about 2 Tetrises here. Sharky not getting the best pieces.
Those couple of S's that he got really make things difficult. Really good control though.
Oh, that's beautiful right there.
Yeah, just kind of speaks for itself there. Just a beautiful solve.
Yep, great pieces. And Hep's still in trouble, so Sharky only back by a Tetris here, but is ahead by 11 lines. Oh, and look at this aggressive play from Hep's. Gonna get that left whale Tetris. Nice job. He's gonna burn the rest of this down, get back over to column 10. Cobra with the party 4. Thanks for the raid. Winger wants to know what a flat burn is. That's basically when you lay a piece flat and burn a line rather than putting it vertically. Just more of a comment on the orientation of the piece rather than anything else there. Sharky actually has a lead, but is also up by 6 lines here. It's not a big lead. It's about less than 1,200 points. And is running in a bit of trouble, so Hep should take this lead back. It's that Tetris 331 to 316 as we're approaching 100 lines. Hello, everyone.
Hep's just having the perfect opportunity here to really uncover things and just increase the lead. I mean, just took that burn there with the Z, is Tetris ready and knocks it down. Just absolute, just back to normal stacking. While Sharky, a little high up here, has a nice little J dependency on the stack.
And it's not getting the J, so it's having to do...
No.
And now he gets the J. Oh, but that beautiful solve to open up that one row. Oh, that was good. And it's going to get this sturdy center well Tetris for Sharky. 4 rows up in column 5. And definitely when you're playing someone of the caliber of Peps, you need that kind of aggression.
There are a few matches in round 0 that really don't feel like round 0 matchups, and this is one of them.
For sure.
Sharky had a little bit of a, I'd say, uncharacteristic fall, but still got the max out to get in.
Yep.
Definitely, you know, people always say quals aren't always indicative of skill, and that just highlights that a little bit, I think.
Yep. 423 is a transition for Sharky. It looks like that Heps is on his way to at least 500,000. And there it is, 500,000, not even in 19 yet. Can bring this to 524. Nope. Just going to take a single to stay at 501. So here we go. This is where I would expect in a Daz versus Roller matchup that the score starts to become a little imbalanced. But with Sharky, you never know. I feel like Sharky's probably got some of the best Daz control out there. We'll have to see how this 19 plus goes. Sharky is 12 lines ahead and looks like 44,000 points down right now.
And Sharky with the stacking here, you can tell he's not trying to burn as much as possible. Kind of going with a little bit extra aggressive placements, and it seems to be working out in the early stages of the post.
I feel like Sharky's kind of found a rhythm here too. Like, just his body language. This is not something I normally see from Sharky. He looks like he is into this game. Nice quick tap there and bang Tetris. 595, Heps at 635. Still that 10-ish line difference. Oh, this could be a little trouble for Sharky. Really needs something to clear this. Wow. Bang Tetris.
Wow. That J, that was such a scary J, and he just made it work beautifully.
It was. It's going to get the nice double J there to clear out the rest of the garbage. 672 for Hep, 633 for Sharky. We're looking for a long bar here. You have to take a triple. Still Tetris ready. Hep's also Tetris ready. There's the long bar for Sharky. Bang Tetris. He's within 1,000 points. It's within 100 for a second, but Heps will score a Tetris to regain the lead. This is pretty neck and neck, but Sharky running a bit of trouble. Opens up again, looking for a long bar, and there it is. Bang Tetris. I think he realizes his board is a little troublesome right now, so he's going to spend some time with stack maintenance. There's a hole in Heps' stack, so that is not a Tetris, but is ready for another one, and we'll get the Tetris. 754 for Heps, 716 for Sharky. Sharky's got about 24 lines left and opens up the stack here on level 27. Heps not even in 26 yet. Ooh.
Oh, a little bit of an early shift there for Sharky.
Didn't hurt him too much. He's got a dependency and a double well to solve. Gets them both. And bang Tetris for Sharky. He's in the lead, 798 to 790, as Heps is trying to do some cleanup on 26. Sharky has 3 Tetrises available should everything fall well for him. Bang Tetris, 833. Heps, 825, looking for a long bar. He gets it. Bang Tetris. Heps back in the lead, 850 to 834. Sharky's taking the final burn he can. He's ready for the Tetris here. Oh, but Heps is 927, and Sharky not going to reach that. He does get a double in the kill screen, but Heps going to take game number 1 with a score that Sharky could not catch up to. And you know, that goes back to what I was saying about you got the roller here. You would expect the roller to take a big commanding lead in post. That didn't happen. Sharky kept up with him, and it was the 18 play that decided this game.
Yeah. I mean, Sharky had probably some close to perfect that he could in the situation. I mean, on the 19. Had some really rough droughts there, handled it beautifully.
Let's go ahead and count them down for game number 2. Both players are ready.
Would you like to do the honors, or?
Oh, I certainly can. Let's go ahead and get game number 2 started. in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Here we go.
And we are off. Both players there. Absolutely just probably feeling confident after that game. Sharky, his post there was just phenomenal. Putting it just bluntly.
Yes, both players really had a strong post, very comparable post as well. I think the real difference was those two misdrops that Sharky had earlier. I believe they were both overshifts, but we didn't see any of that on 19. So far, it's just an 8-point push-down point lead for Sharky, and there's a Tetris for Heps. That same long bar was stacked over to the left for Sharky, so when's the next one coming? It's gonna be a bit. There it is. Bang Tetris. Heps also getting a Tetris. Yeah, it's good to have a nice, strong game, even if you're on the losing end of that. You know, you get a 900K, and especially when you have a strong 19 to do it. Certainly wouldn't be feeling too bad about that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if you have an early top out, it can be really demoralizing, especially if it's the first game in a set. You really don't want that to happen, but having a strong showing, you know, doesn't really give the full momentum, I would say, to the opponent.
Yep.
You know, if you're able to pinpoint what went wrong and not kind of hold on to that, that really can make the difference. And Sharky, you know, made note of in the chat there that, oh, you know, it's rough 18, but good 19. And yeah, we're seeing pretty close game here through the same line count, separated by under a Tetris.
Yeah, I've been putting the players' cameras in the position before the match starts, and sometimes the players will be in a different position when they actually play. That's kind of the case with Sharky, so I had to move him around a bit. But yeah, this has been a very tight matchup so far, and there's nice clear for Sharky to get that Tetris. He's got a left side to deal with. This board is not all that great, but Hep's also running into trouble, so perhaps a good time to start cleaning up. Oh, Hep's getting out of it quick. He's going to get the Tetris. 283 for Heps, 247 for Sharky. Similar line counts. I feel like we're seeing less pushdown from Sharky this game. Of course, we haven't seen any pushdown from Heps at all, but it's hard to do as a roller. Sharky just kind of having a little frustrating moment here, trying to burn out a hole and just has to create new holes to do it. Let's see, oh, nice adjustment on the tee, and it'll be open up. But Heps has the lead, 357 to 301, similar line count. Another Tetris for Heps. That's a lead to nearly 80,000.
Heps on the left side there was able to get some nice tucks and a little bit of a scarier situation if you're a DAS player, but you know, rolling, I mean, Heps very confident as it is as a player, should be, you know, able to take advantage of it as much as possible, and he sure did. I mean, you see him kind of stacking a little bit there, obviously stacking a little bit aggressive there, trying to make up for what he thinks is lost pace from a couple burns he had to do, even though he still has about a 2 Tetris lead.
Yeah, he did lose a little bit of pace, but he still has a lead. Hits 456,100 lines. Sharky will be probably about a little bit back of that. Nice solve there. He's the look on his face, though, says he knows he's in trouble and a big hang there, but he will get the long bar to save the stack for now. That was scary. Look at this burn, though. If he, oh, he's not going to get the right piece.
And unfortunately, when you're playing against a player like Heps, this slowdown here is really big, but you see Heps not being able to take advantage of it at the moment.
Not right
Had to do a
away.
little bit of burning. Is clean now.
But still not able to capitalize. So Sharky is getting away with this for the moment. We're approaching transition. It's about less than 15 lines away for both players. Nice clear there for Sharky. That's what he wanted to do initially, something like that, but just couldn't get out of it. So we're about a Tetris away from transition for both players, and about a 78,000 point lead for Heps. So kind of a similar situation to game one. Bang Tetris 465 will be the transition for Sharky. We're still waiting on the long bar for Heps. There it is. He will get 543. But here we are, 19. Sharky waiting on the long bar. Bang Tetris. Heps will reply. Yeah, Sharky unfortunately having to do a big dig right before transition, but he got it down in time. Heps running into a little trouble there. He does get the long bar, will get the Tetris. Maintains about a 2 Tetris lead here on 20. And Sharky still keeping pace. Might be a little bit problematic now. He's going to have to just do what he can. Nice spins there. You can see his reaction. He's just laughing at that solve.
That spin just couldn't have been any better, even if he planned it.
Oh, quick tap there was required. Gets a long bar, bang Tetris. Fist pump as well, but he's still down by 74,000 points. Tetris for both players. We head into 23 for Sharky. He's 4 lines ahead. Will score the Tetris. Heps will as well to get into 23. Double well for Sharky. He's going to just throw a square down there and will get the Tetris following that. Oh, Heps going to have to use a long bar to clear things out. Is this an opening for Sharky? Heps not getting a long bar here. This is dangerous for Heps. Bang Tetris for Sharky. He's still behind. Now he's in the lead. Sharky is ahead, and Heps is getting halfway up the board with a lot of holes in his stack.
Oh, and those squares.
Those squares were not good. He was able to ditch one over on the right side, but oh, he gets that long bar all the way over to the left. Like a roller. Oh, wait, he is a roller. But he's so far up. He's like about 12, 13 rows up here. Sharky has not been able to take full advantage of this. He does have a lead on 26 and a better board for sure, but not something he could score with just yet. Meanwhile, Heps is playing 19-5, and I don't think he's getting anything to left. He's going to top out at 776, and Sharky will take game number 2. Just a bad dig at the wrong time, and Heps couldn't fully resolve that. Look at that dirty Tetris 4 rows up. It's like he's playing on his practice mode he was doing earlier.
See, just the focus in his eyes.
So much focus right now coming out of Sharky. He has tied this matchup at 1. He's going to play this out. He'll get another Tetris and set up for one more. There's a long bar. There it is, 905. Back-to-back 900K games for Sharky.
Let's count down this next one here. In 3, 2, 1. Tetris. We are off with a Z and T opener.
This is a lovely start. Although Sharky looks to be handling it a bit better. We have a tuck setup for Heps. We'll get the J. No problem.
It's always one of the toughest piece openers, for sure.
Junior asking, how many are there in the big bracket? We have 78 players when we started yesterday. We said goodbye to 6 yesterday. We'll say goodbye to 7 more today. Sadly, one of them will be one of these two.
The fact that one of them have to go out in round 0 is just... It's so sad.
Yeah, it's kind of insane. Like I said,
These
this is
are-
probably one of the, to me, one of the bigger matchups we have in round 0. As both
Yeah.
players playing very tight, 11 points separate players. Also, Junior, you unsigned up from Gold. You should sign back up because I think we're starting it today or tomorrow. Tetris for Sharky. He's gonna take the lead as Pep had to burn a couple lines, but he'll get that Tetris as well. Yeah, we were going to try to narrow it down to 64. At the end of today, there will be 65. Because, misdrop for Sharky. Can't get the T over.
Oh,
And that is an unfortunate early top. Peps will take game number 3.
thankfully Sharky did take the last game, or that would have been just an unfortunate way for the set to end.
Well, but the set does not end. Peps only with 2 games.
Let's start this amazing game number 4 here from 4, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And of course,
See if Sharky
Oh.
can. See if Sharky can shake off that early top from last game.
first few pieces were the same, but we got some divergence pretty quickly.
See what Sharky's plan is. It's going to be a little tuck spin there. But now, ooh, a rough start. Does open it up though, but has to close it immediately. And Heps is not making any mistakes over there. Currently 2 Tetrises on the board. This is getting high. Oh no, another misdrop for
no.
Sharky. This one though, he's able to bring down. So I would expect this to get burnt down at some point here. It's going to create a hole, but it does open up the right side, but he can't do anything. Gotta open again. Gets a long bar. Bang Tetris for Sharky, first of the game. And it's now just going to work on fixing that early misdrop. Heps, meanwhile, 116,000 to Sharky's 40K. And gets another Tetris. So an early lead for Heps in game 4. Very curious placement on that square when he had that L right behind it. Ooh, that's a misdrop for Heps. Not going to hurt him much if he gets another long bar, but certainly not what he wanted to do. Sharky's board looking very bad right now. These pieces are awful.
It's the exact opposite of what he needs in every situation. But he's not letting that stop him with the hang of the bar.
It. No, not like this. And just like that, Heps is going to advance. And we get a nice 30-cent contribution out of Limey. Thank you. Yeah, we're going to have to say a goodbye to Sharky here. Heps, seeing the result, will be happy to move on. All right, here we go. We'll go ahead and get game number 1 started, and we'll count them down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Pretty sure this tournament is 18 all the way. We have the square Z, LL. Followed by a long bar. Square Z. Yeah, this looks good. L. All right. Looks same piece sets to me. We're good. No problem.
As if, nothing was wrong.
Well, that S looks a little sus, but looks like we're going to have some digging to start the game out for Tetris time. A lot of digging, too. This is getting high up. Finally gets his first points. It may be his last points. Oh, my goodness. Can't get the T over, and he will top out at 3,000. Yepper, good for game number 1. Go ahead and count them down for game number 2.
Yeah. Definitely I will. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
Yeah, we can turn you up again. I feel like you keep quieting down every time I turn you up. You should be good. All right, here we go. So Tetris time, of course, the number 78 seed in a 78-player bracket. But that kind of comes with a bit of an asterisk. Tetris time only qualified for 45 minutes out of the allotted hour and a half, and had to stop because apparently his console died in the middle of it and couldn't get it up and running again. But obviously able to get things working. He got the max out in one of his games to get in, and despite a 500,000 average of 3, including one less than 100,000, he's here today. Pumpy pointing out we have some new merch. I'm going to look at that later.
Yeah, unfortunately, one of the things about playing games on 40-plus-year-old, or not 40-plus, but 30-plus-year-old hardware is it just gives out sometimes.
Yep. Tetris for Tetris time. He's got the lead right now, 142 to 99,000. But Yepper's looking pretty good. Both players will score the Tetris. So about a 40,000 point lead for Tetris time right now. I'm really trying hard not to cough into the mic today. I don't know why I've been coughing so much. Allergies been going nuts since I got home.
If it's anything like where it is in the rest of the U.S., everything's just back and forth weather-wise, so...
Yep. Tetris time getting into a bit of a spot here. But looks manageable. Nice flat burn there and opens up the right side, looking for the long bar now. Gets it. Dang Tetris.
Making Kingsman proud with a flat burn like that.
Absolutely. I mentioned that when Vandy was on yesterday, and Vandy gave us his best Kingsman impression. It was actually pretty good. $262 for Tetris time, 182 for Yepper. Back by about 3.5 Tetrises. Just nice, calm boards at the moment. Nothing really to talk about. As a player, that's what you want to hear. Tetris is on both sides. About 100,000 point lead now for Tetris time. Tetris time has my least favorite configuration over on that left side, but he gets a long bar to resolve it. That big old 3-wide well with just one bump in the middle. It's the worst. Because you're going to need a long bar to get out of that, or a T. But Tetris time handling it very well. And can we talk about this pace?
I was just going to say, 402,082 lines. I mean, not to jinx anything yet at all, but he's for sure having a very solid showing here. Making up for that early top out.
Indeed. Get a little high here. Needs a long bar, but it's going to just stuff a piece in there to make it less than a long bar. And now it's going to be able to open up the right side. Gets a long bar. Bang, Tetris. Tetris time, 430. Yepper, 295. So Yepper's been having to do a lot of these burns. There haven't been, massive digs, but just these little burns that happen in between his scoring. Oh, another long bar dependency for Tetris time here. It's gonna... Oh, okay. Okay, Tetris time. I thought he was going
Tetris
for the
time.
dirty one. No, you're not doing it this high up. Okay, thank you.
I'd say he's fun to watch, but it's stressful.
Yeah, this is nerve-wracking here. He is getting it done. Needs something over to the left at some point. Opens up that center well. Yepper's in trouble. Yepper gets a long bar. Bang Tetris. That was almost it for Yepper. All right, dirty well set up for Tetris time. Needs a long bar. Not getting the long bar. Look how much he stacked on the right there. You know, get the triple to open it up. He's like, come on, where's this long bar? What is this? He can't even burn there. And he does get the long bar, but... Oh my goodness, this is just insane. It gets another long bar. He's going to have this open on the right. Bang Tetris into transition. 524. What a dig from Tetris time. Not to say that Yepper's wasn't bad. Or wasn't a good dig, but my God. Both players flirting with disaster pre-transition. One more Tetris needed for Yepper here. Well, doesn't get it. It's a long single instead. So 431. So a big transition lead for Tetris time. Well, let's see what he can do with it.
That bar dependency makes me a little nervous, but gets a couple good pieces of resolve and knock down a Tetris.
Grandmaster Vero in chat says almost you think Tetris time is doing this intentionally to hype the game up. I'm pretty sure that players are not trying to do that, but you know what? Some players are really gifted when it comes to burning things down. Tetris for Tetris time, 657. Yepper back at 519. As we enter 22. Bang Tetris. Yeah, that's a good point. This is roll versus tap. Tetris time hasn't made the rolling transition yet. Another Tetris for Yepper, but Tetris time fires right back, keeping this near 150,000 point lead. Interesting spin there. And he's going to get that resolved, so works out. Yepper looks like he's going to play one row up. Needs a long bar here. There it is. Bang Tetris for Yepper. There's a Tetris for Tetris time. Tetris time still maintaining a 6-digit lead. Another Tetris for Tetris time, 789. This is a big game for tea time right now.
Ooh, but that tea hang.
Yeah, but
should be fine.
Resolves it, turns it into a long bar dependency and gets the long bar. So a little bit of a scary moment for Tetris time, but turns it into Tetris. 853 here on 25. Tetris time looking to show us the first max of the tournament.
I mean, Yepper not far behind on MAXOUT pace either.
Oh, Tetris time getting into a bit of trouble. This will definitely slow him down a bit, but it does get the right side open. Where's the long bar? Oh, that wasn't a clean burn there. Yepper still back by less than 100,000. So caught up a little bit. Oh, that hang! And I don't think Yepper's going to get anything else over to the left. And he's going to throw in the towel. 804 will be Yepper's score. Tetris time on the board, 1-1. But are we going to get our first max? 2 Tetrises remaining here. Well, 1 now, so I don't think we are unless he's got some kill screen play. And at this height, I don't think so. So, either way, Tetris time takes game number 2. We're tied at 1. All right. Tetris time is ready. We're going to go ahead and count down game number 3. We'll start it up in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Got game number 3 going on here. We get a $15 contribution from Limey Sauce. Bring us over 1,100. Thank you so much. Contributions, of course, go directly to the players. Look at all those white pieces on Tetris Time's board. Squares, long bars, T's, you name it. They're there in mass numbers. We'll score the Tetris there. He's got the 1-line lead. Yepper will get a double to steal the lead for a moment. But the long bar from Tetris Time, Bang Tetris, goes into 69,000. Yepper will score one as well, up to 72,000 here in the early goings of 18. Game number 3. Round 0 of the Navy bracket. If you're wondering, no, we don't have like Air Force or Marines brackets. That's like Navy blue. Tetris Time managing the sport pretty good. Got kind of a triple wide well going on. Both players relatively efficient early on. It's a 168 for Yepper, 161 for Tetris Time, but also backed by 7 lines, but had to make a hole there, so we'll score a Tetris before fixing this hole. But may just opt to play 1 row up here. This is kind of a relatively safe 1 row up situation. We'll get the long bar, bang Tetris. Nice tuck there, Yepper. Tetris ready. Tetris for Tetris Time. Tetris for Yepper. Neck and neck here in game 3. It's already 1-1. Chat asking about the Cole versus Poopy Old Hag situation. Again, Poopy Old Hag having to get the cart. Doesn't have it yet, so that match will be delayed. Unofficially, it's Friday, according to Cole, but that could change, so don't take my word for it. Peyton, welcome back.
Thank you. Hopefully, things get at least a little smoother on my end.
Not much change.
Great.
Yep. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes as things go on here. Identical scores, 312,740 before Tetris Time took that Tetris. So you know this one's neck and neck. And Tetris Time throw another one down the right side. Actually has a bit of a pace lead too. Because even though they had the same score, Tetris Time had 4 less lines at the time. Yepper will score Tetris there. As both players threatening 500,000 transition and more. Bang, Tetris. Tetris Time, 426. Yepper, 360. Another Tetris for Tetris Time, just pouring it on here. Yepper's, or Tetris Time rather, trying to find a way to resolve these tucks. Does finally get the pieces required for it, but now is up pretty high. He's going to get the long bar. Bang Tetris. 475 at 100 lines. Yepper with a Tetris. 437 at 100 lines. Both players Tetris ready, but Tetris Time getting some holes in their stack. He is going to score Tetris, but is going to have to start burning now. Oh, Yepper also getting this situation, and Yepper not getting the greatest pieces.
Yepper probably gonna have to do a roll switch really quick.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. Those squares helped, but the next piece wasn't great. And now we're getting some good pieces for Yepper to bring this board down as we're approaching transition. We'll see if Tetris Time opts to stay 1 row up through transition, or if he's going to decide to burn that out eventually. The way these pieces are going, it looks like he's just going to continue 1 row up for now. Tetris for Yepper. There's the Tetris for Tetris Time. Bit of a misdrop on Yepper's side there after repositioning himself on his couch. But still looking like he's going to get that 500,000 transition. But Tetris Time is going to hit us with a 602 going into 19. 523 for Yepper. And we are off to the races.
Yepper not even playing, bad at all. Just Tetris Time so much more efficient on guess, mid to late 18 there. And I added up really quick.
Yes. Like, Tetris Time had a great pre-19 in the previous game as well, but couldn't hold on through the transition. But this game just absolutely taken off. But he only has a 37,000 point lead at the start of level 21, which means Yepper is also doing good. Nice flip there on the tee. Not quite a T-spin, but pretty close. Tetris is for both players. 719 for Tetris Time into 22. Yepper at 679. Another Tetris for Yepper. Tetris Time board was looking a little scary for a second, but does get the long bar, and now it's going to settle it down. So this could be an opportunity for Yepper to make up some of these points. Not much of one, though. Tetris Time was... Ooh. That's a couple of placements that I don't think Tetris Time wants to see. This board is breaking down in a bad way for Tetris Time. He's going to get some lines to clear this out and give himself an opportunity to perhaps clean this up. But this is Yepper's opportunity to get back into this game. Oh, Tetris Time's in trouble here. I don't know if this is survivable. It is not. Tetris Time's going to top out at 770. Couple unfortunate pieces in that dig, and Yepper going to hold on and take game number 3. Yeah, the way that board broke down in a hurry was kind of surprising. Didn't really expect that. Yep, we're not going to be able to continue this, so no max out yet. Counting down for game number 4 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Duck says, I wonder if anyone will gift any more subs. We'll have to see. We do have a bunch more matches after this. It's only the second match of the day out of 7 total that we'll be having. Up next will be Andre K versus Heo Knight, both players here today. Kind of had a bit of a scheduling issue yesterday, which is why it didn't happen, but we got things fixed up. We're going to be playing it today. And honestly, the fact that we had less than 12 hours to get things scheduled, the fact that we only had like one real scheduling issue is, to me, is pretty surprising. So big shout outs to all the players for being flexible. Big shout outs to Pumpy for putting this together as quickly as he did.
Yeah, honestly, Pumpy did wonders. I mean, I do not envy him at all in this position. And I can imagine just how stressful the last 48 hours have been.
Yeah, and don't forget, he's also trying to put together the community tournaments as well and get those kicked off today. So, a lot going on in the whole Hart household. Tetris Time with an early lead here, 138 to 100,000. Not a big lead, but both players running into a little bit of traffic here, having to do some burns. Nice spin there for Yepper. Tetris Time trying to stay alive here. Gets the right pieces. Now needs a long bar. There it is. Bang Tetris. Keeps himself in the lead with another Tetris. 41
has
lines.
A little bit of leeway. So, up 1. Just has pretty much, I'd say, a pretty good shot here at, pushing TT to a decider if TT continues this pace up. And it'd be a toss-up. I mean, Yepper's played phenomenal Tetris for sure.
Yeah, this is definitely a match where you look at the seed numbers and the seed numbers don't make sense. because of, you know, one, what went down, and two, who we've got playing in front of us here. There's definitely a case where the seed numbers, you know, don't look at those. They're not going to help you. Tetris for both players. We got Tetris time ahead by about 2 Tetrises. Bit of an awkward parody situation for Tetris time, but didn't get punished. No squares. Gets the long bar. Another Tetris to go to 300,000, and another huge pace game for Tetris time halfway through 18. Gonna go, nope, did not go long bar dependence. Just gonna go ahead and burn away some squares. We're getting some more contribution codes redeemed there. We have topped $1,100 on this cast. Much thanks to everyone who's contributed so far. It's only the second day of the tournament, and this will be running all the way through the end of the month. Top 8 scheduled for April 30th, and we'll have a top 16 cast on April 29th as well. 404 score not found for Tetris time. 363 for Yepper. Tetris time getting some nice burns there. Needs a long bar. There it is. We'll score the Tetris. Yepper with a long bar dependency here is going to stuff that down column 3. Should be all right.
Kind of saw it in the last game with Sharky as well, but there's almost a rhythm you see with DAS players when they're competing. I mean, I don't know if this is something that people regularly notice or even take note of, but you know, Yepper just kind of like mesmerized by the game a little and decided to switch to roll.
Yep, we're getting close to transition.
Yep. We saw that the roll switch in the last couple of games.
Oh, was that intentional from Tetris time? Does not look like that S wanted to go where he put it. Tetris time getting into a little bit of trouble before transition, but I'm going to go ahead and burn this down. Should be out of this before 19 hits. Ugh, some pieces. T-spin set up. Gonna get the T. It's a spin. And bang Tetris 559. Going into 19. 502 for Yepper. So a very slim lead for Tetris time. Only 2 Tetrises here. Needs a long bar. And doesn't get it.
I really like that tuck from Yepper.
Yeah.
Tetris time's board getting high.
This is not good for Tetris time. Gets a long bar. We'll get it over. It's only good for single. Take the flat burn and gets a perfectly timed long bar there. Should get this cleaned up. Bang Tetris for Yepper. Still back by about a Tetris and a half. That misdrop for Tetris time is not good. Needs a long bar in a bad way. No long bar coming. Look at all the S's and C's, and he's going to top out 596, 580 is the score to beat.
Yepper's not quite there, though. Needs just a little bit
Oh,
of something
that
and
is
hangs.
He hangs a piece. And Yepper's going to top out, and we're going to go to a decider. Whoa. I did not see that coming. Are you kidding me? Tetris time with just a nasty piece sequence to top out. And you're looking at Yepper's board and you're thinking, no way, he's going to get 100% of these, and just hung the J on the right and just couldn't get anything else over.
So let's count down this decider in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Yep, we have the decider. We also have a Also, if someone's a little early, Frenchie Fry, how you doing?
No, I was just gonna hide and you're muted. I didn't want anybody to notice me yet.
You have been noticed. Welcome in. But we have a lit
Hello.
decider here between Yepper and Tetris Time. Of course, Tetris Time with the early top out in game number 1 and a scary top out in game number 4 that looked like it was going to give the set over to Yepper, but didn't happen. Tetris Time still in it, still alive, still fighting. This is an amazing match.
So what I'm hearing is there's spicy gameplay.
Very spicy. Put a little spice in that decider. So far, this game's kind of quiet, though. 4 Tetrises for Yepper. We got 3 for Tetris Time. And this has been, it's been a crazy matchup so far. There's a Tetris Time that's going to have to deal with these squares. Of course, bad parity. You know how that goes.
Yeah, I know it wasn't my turn yet, but I was actually about to just break mute because I was like, "Ooh, we got some parody stuff." Can't help it. I see parody. You gotta talk about it.
Yes. Yeah, Tetris Time struggling with this board right now. It's not a terrible situation yet, but certainly not desirable. It needs a long bar over on the left. I was going to say, it's surprised he didn't stuff that J in there, but gets a second one. And Tetris Time is in a lot of trouble right now. Getting some good pieces there. Long bar is very much a welcome visitor. Another long bar. Can he get a third? Ah, that J would have been nice, but gets the Tetris. Wow, that was aggressive to put that J. And he's going for another one. 2 Tetrises for Tetris Time.
Absolutely filthy.
I need to take a shower after that. Jeez.
Oh, and I thought I was a dirty player. Holy cow.
Oh my goodness.
I also,
Tetris Time.
I love the little bounce of excitement after all of that. I can only imagine experiencing it firsthand.
Yes. And one of the things that I've loved about this round 0 weekend so far is some of the reactions we've seen out of some of the players. And Peyton, you remember from our first set how animated that Sharky was in some of those games.
Ooh, this SZ spam really just... Ooh.
And
A
I
little
want to
adjustment
see
that Yepper did a few moments ago.
back-to-back
Very nice.
Tetrises. Yepper is killing it right now. 333 to 216. But Tetris Time is out of trouble. He's going to start scoring. So...
Was able to very smoothly get that well back to the right as well after really coming out the other side of all that, all of those dramatics, I'll call them.
She's very dramatic.
Also, hi, Peyton.
Hi.
Thank you.
It's kind of funny though, like we saw Tetris Time in the first few games, you know, not really emotive at all, just kind of shrugging off things, but now in the decider, really starting to open up, and you get a lot out of him.
Yes, and you have to think that the way that Game 4 happened, Tetris Time realizing I've got a second chance at this. And he's going to try to make the most of it. Yepper is unrelenting. 414 through 92 lines. Tetris Time at 314, just 3 lines back. Undoubtedly, this feels like it has to come down to post play.
Honestly, what else do you expect with these players? I mean, after all of them did have to max in the qual to get here. It's not surprising that these are the situations we're going to end up with, truly.
Indeed.
And Yepper switching to roll at the 100 line mark.
Yep. Saw him do that early last time. Worked pretty okay. And that's another thing here. Yepper's got to be thinking, I'm taking a CTWC top 8 player to a decider. That's, even though he topped out early last time, it's got to be exciting to be playing in a match like this. Even though it's round 0, it's pretty early on. But we've been seeing some banger matchups so far.
Yepper and their short, I can't even call it short, but their in their tenure as a Tetris player, has had some really impressive victories,
Uh-oh.
but is in a little bit of a situation here.
Oh, okay, gets a long bar. That will help, but we are very close to transition. He is a roller. Should be able to get out of this. Does have the lead, but I would be willing to bet that Tetris Time will take the lead at 19 here. It'll be close. Assuming Tetris Time can get the long bar. 543 is the transition for Yepper, so the long bar will give him the lead. 546. In fact, it's a 180-point game. Absolutely
Some
insane.
extremely unideal squares there as well for Yepper. Really just not what the board was needing at the time. Caused some more holes that had to be dealt with, but obviously cleaning it up here. It's really crazy to see people keep their composure like this, but obviously, you know, I'm not a roller, so I don't have the confidence.
Yeah, Yepper currently 580, looking to... Ooh, could have put that long bar down the right side and had tried for its well transfer, but instead just keeps it in column 10, playing one row up here. And gets another Tetris as well, so trying to keep pace. It's Tetris Time in the lead by only 21,000 points. Less than
That
the
bar
Tetris.
dependency in column 4 was a little bit dicey. Got the bar, but it led to a few burns there.
Ooh, misdrop for Yepper. Not gonna kill him, but definitely annoying when you have a clean stack and then you just make a minor adjustment and the piece you're working on just goes flying. Playing 2 rows up, gets the long bar, bang Tetris, takes the lead as Tetris Time running into trouble now.
Yepper's crazy. I mean, this is a person who 2 months ago won Hopefuls.
Tetris Time open up the right side. Open up again, takes the lead with, well, no, because Yepper got a Tetris in there. It's still Yepper's lead for the moment. Tetris Time with a clean board. Looking to take that lead back, but Yepper is still playing 2 rows up. Bang Tetris for Yepper. Bang Tetris for Tetris Time. It is still less than 10,000 points apart. We could talk about pace too, and Tetris Time, a couple lines in hand that could come into play if this goes to the distance.
And Tetris Time can play 29 a fair bit as a tapper. I mean, he's a relatively fast tapper, so it'll be interesting to see if Yepper's roll, if 29 is a factor, if the roll will be able to outplay or outmaneuver Tetris Time there.
And we're starting to get close. 861 for Tetris Time, 843 for Yepper. Bang Tetris for Tetris Time. There's the Tetris for Yepper on 27. 20,000 point lead for Tetris Time. Oh, and Yepper getting into a spot. Going to cost him some pace, but I said this might be decided in post. It could be decided in post. 934 for Tetris Time, 916 for Yepper.
A little bit of a misdrop for Yepper, but able to
Yepper's
resolve
alright.
this pretty neatly.
And there it is. First max out of the tournament, A04 for Tetris Time. 5 lines to go. There's another Tetris, 1.03. There's a Tetris for Yepper to go into kill screen at 990. Gets the max on 29, and we are in kill screen. About a 75,000 point lead for Tetris Time. Bang! Tetris for Tetris Time to go to 1.12. Yepper's board falling apart. Does get a double, staying alive. But down by 100,000 points, and this board is falling apart. Tetris Time is going to take it in the decider on level 30 by about 110,000 points. GG.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. And the reaction from Tetris Time just rolling on the bed there. Incredible game. Our first 2 maxes of the tournament couldn't come at a better time for tea time.
Let's get this started in 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Let's go. I think I'm going to take this next batch of names with the subs that came in for Winger 817, B17 rather, Little Mac 12127, Heaping Redox, Henry 500, Gravity Lost, Moodoos getting a sub in there. Wow, that must be a glitch of the system. Subsy Sub, Marzipan 25, Aaron Joshumoki, I think. Look at that, Classic Vumps. Vince himself
wow.
getting a gift sub. Dr. FPS Legend, Jinx at you? Yeah, that makes sense. Alabi,
Sure.
Hearts Not Dots. Hearts Not Dots. Oh God. What's the deal with the hearts? We have to get, is it the 2,000 on the match arena to get the hearts? I think that's what
is
it
it
is.
2,000?
I think it is.
It might be.
Not sure.
I'm so bad at knowing specific numbers, but I think you're right with it being the 2,000. I will just interrupt real quick to say that we have a little bit of trouble here on Andre's side. Had a tough situation.
Hale's in more trouble here.
Oh my gosh.
Hale's in a lot of trouble. Gets a long bar though, so Hale should be all right.
Oh dear.
What do we get? We got another 10 anonymous gift subs.
Oh my gosh.
Let me get through the rest of these real quick. Trainer Curito, Xenophilia, Sasha, Adam Mountains, Frenchan, Didi Scora, and 00 Pengu 7. Let's go ahead and we'll get through more names later. But this let's talk about this game right now. 85,000 for Heo, 64,000 for Andre. Both players' boards kind of looking a little messy here. Looks like Heo's going to get
both had very different starts from one another. Getting into trouble a little bit earlier, Andre has been high up trying to prevent creating too much damage for the lower board. As a result, creating a little bit of space for Knight to work with, but Knight is getting very high up here, looking for Jay, not getting it in the time that was wanted.
This should make him a long bar dependency. Could be disastrous, but gets the long bar. The old hangs. And Andre is already good. Andre will take the 1-0 lead.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
All right, here we go. Let's get through this next list. I7CF with the sub. Heckle stub. Luigi Mazzella. Shags 1980.
I just got hit by all of those. Those are all funny.
What the heck is Vandweller doing receiving a gift sub?
Oh, did he not? So, you know what may have happened? It was like right at the resub period, and before you hit the notif, he got sniped. How much you want to bet that's what it was?
A Delicat, Pixelandy, ARB 99 Gaming, Metro Vasquez, PHGZ, Ginga Gnome, Trampoline Tail, Cyborg 71, Rick JD, The Dingler, Machi Type A,
Maki.
Shadow Knight Maki Type A, okay. Shadow Knight CZ, H502, DCN Duke, HTS User 3, Mark Fix 1234, Fragmites.
Wow, Fragmites! It's an invasive read.
Got it. S-Ledge, Tessultura? Tessultura, maybe? Rens. That name looks familiar. Herbie 81. Leo 1230. That name looks familiar. Matt Martin.
Oh, I know that too.
Getting the gift sub. K-Boy Num, and it just scrolled off. And then
Dear Peste. Yeah. And we had 10 more. Let's talk about this game a little bit, and then we'll get into that.
We'll absolutely talk about this game. Heyo 143 at Tetris brings the 166 108 for Andre.
So I'd call it like a 2.5 Tetris lead here for Knight. So just something to keep in mind. They are very aggressive player at times, though. If you were to ask me, I'd call it opportunistic. Just saying. Very relatable sentiment. You just have the opportunity for a Tetris and you go for it. That's all. And now let me get this last 10. We got Joester. I thought, like JoJo. Sorry. Slight Kinesis. Tetris and Beer. Nice.
What's the combo?
NES Steve. 1771.
Yep.
Mr. Point. Good name.
Gets right to the point.
Kims and Bits.
Hey, Knight getting really high here. Gonna get the long bar, very much needed. Opens up that well in column 8. Staying alive. I want to point out Andre is also in trouble. Big dirty Tetris for Heo Knight though, and Heo should be fine. And Andre is going to calm this down as well. 250 for Heo, 178
Yeah,
for
both
Andre.
players cleaning up somehow at about the same rate, despite the state being so different for both of them.
Yeah, that was kind of scary. Let's go ahead, continue that list.
And where were we? Psychic Assault, and Mind, Hannah, but Hughes?
Well, Hannah Bolt,
sure.
Something like that.
Well, sure. Pierre Nov, look at that.
There we go.
That was so many.
We also got subs from Valerie2776 and Mari Aptis712 bringing in the sub.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely
Andre's forward,
ridiculous.
not looking great, and he's also down by almost 140,000 here. Io really pouring on pressure. But look at that dirty Tetris for Andre. Certainly going to need some more aggression.
We have
to get back into
some
this.
dramatic plays. Once again, just players really you can tell whenever they just decide that burning isn't enough and completely commit to a dirty Tetris, just like that one going up to 239. Andre, and on the other side, Knight currently sitting at 371.
But did you see what Knight just did?
No, I was.
Knight saved my job by doing a line spin. Tetris
saved your job. Did you put your job on the line for a line spin?
It's like Vandy's condition for letting me be the host of Deathmatch. There has to be a line spin on every Deathmatch. And which we believe so far there has been. Bad miss.
Hold on, a really
rough
rough misdrop there for Knight.
But should be. Ooh, that's not a good time for a Z.
Really bad time for a Z.
Yeah, but all these pieces kind of suck.
Some really nice flat plays nonetheless.
Andre getting high. Andre in big trouble. Gets the long bar. Bang, Tetris
Oh
for
my
Andre.
gosh.
Back over to Heo's side though. Ooh. Gets that open, and this should come down.
Oh,
wow.
There it goes, bringing it down. Wow.
This drop before finishing off the dig, and we're getting close to transition here, so we're running out of time. Good time for a J, though.
Yeah, they held out for just the right piece there, and it was honestly worth it. Beautiful flat long bar there as well. Just trying to peel this open, and is going to pull the top right off of that with a couple more pieces. These are perfect, beautiful, open. You can get one more Tetris before transition, currently sitting at 443,000 points. That burn is going to be transition 469. Hey, now on the other side, also having transitioned and is now building for a Tetris ready. 415 for Andre.
Indeed,
just looking for a long bar, not getting it.
The Tetris lead, keep in mind this was a 6-digit lead for a while, has come down to a Tetris and a half at transition. So this is close.
And once again, that comes back to the idea that anything can happen with Tetris. One dig can mean the difference. Oh, and those are some holes in the board for real.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Bad
no.
misdrop. Gets the board down a little bit, so he's going to be able to get some flat pieces over. Keep in mind, Andre is a roller, so this is still workable territory, but it won't be for long. Gets that long bar over.
Oh, wow. All the way.
T does not flip. And that might be it. Unless a long bar. Who's still trying, though.
Oh, wow.
Oh, but can't get the S over.
Oh, no. That S. That hang is going to be it.
Heyo. Going to take
and we are tying it back up. Look at that.
1-1 again. How many of these games have been 1-1? All right. Both players have the seed in. Both players have it ready. Go ahead. Count us down.
All right. We're gonna be fancy schmancy, and we're gonna count it down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Andre said his controller is having some trouble with double flips and double taps, but he's still playing quite well regardless. I have to agree with the
wow, powering through.
Wait, why didn't you just do a 5 and below?
5 and below is one of my favorite, if not my favorite, full stop adjustment. I think it's cute.
Yeah, Heo had accidentally set one up and didn't go for it. That is okay now. Only burnt 4 lines. Meanwhile, Andre not getting the correct pieces. Can't do a spin or a tuck. Look at the key tuck there, though.
Ooh, nice little key tuck, yeah. And again, you see those instincts for those bridge burns there. That was it was very
There's
satisfying
another
to
one.
watch it. Oh, and
2-row
into a
bridge burn.
Tetris too. Beautifully
Indeed.
done.
Winger says rough starts often herald solid finishes. So let's see if that's the case here.
Well, but with both of these players, we have seen issues smattered throughout the game, but the recoveries have been incredibly executed.
Yeah, there's only that one recovery that didn't happen early on in game one.
Mm-hmm.
But
Everybody
since then-
has to have a
and
warm up
brain trouble.
sometimes, right? Where's
Yeah,
the
warm-up
warm up
is
is done?
Someone throw a hammer brother in chat. I'm sure someone's got one.
I'd have to go hunt through all of my emotes, and honestly, I think I just have too many. Up a little high here.
Yeah,
Some burning needed, looking for a J preferably, but is able to bring it down even without one.
yeah, board looks a lot better than it did a few moments ago.
Oh, yes. And that long bar is going to be incredible. Opens up this now well. One off the bottom, just a little stinky, just a little bit, just like a little filthy. Nothing crazy.
Really needs this too. It's not going to get it.
Oh, wow. And there's the long bar, because of course...
Yeah, like an hour
This-
later. Thanks, game.
Of course, Tetris is like, oh, you were Tetris ready for how long? Anyway.
Yeah. And this dirty Tetris is not working out for Andre right now. Really needs it. Down by 2 Tetrises with Hayo Knight in trouble. There it is.
And there it
Bang!
goes, finally.
Dirty Tetris for Andre to pull within 20,000 points.
Nice adjustment there to make way for the J incoming.
And here we go at 51 lines. It's going to be Hayo Knight 125, Andre 100,000. Both players clean board, and both players scoring in Tetris.
Honestly, compared to the previous game, a bit of a suffer for them.
Mhm.
With how even all of the trouble that was caused last game, they still had quite the efficiency. So this is actually surprising.
Yeah.
That isn't to say bad by any means, just surprising.
Well, sometimes the pieces fall your way when you're digging out, and sometimes you get this game.
Honestly, it just feels like they've both had a little bit more restraint here. Previously we saw like a lot of really bold setups, shall I say.
True.
And Knight's been keeping it low and keeping it safe, other than maybe a little bit of high up stuff at the beginning. And, Andre's just been taking these burns where they need to be taken and keeping the board as healthy as he can. Ooh, boy.
Missed a T there. But look at these, again, with the roof burns here. These are
Yeah, so fun.
so calculated. That square, unfortunately, the L's going to block the other hole. But
Yeah, but a bit of a wait, but it, that burn's actually going to work out quite nicely.
Yep, there it goes. So through all this, Hayo Knight has taken about a 3.5 Tetris lead, as we're more than halfway through level 18.
Though I will say, as we saw in the previous game, it is by no means insurmountable. It is completely doable, even with that long bar not making it all the way over.
Yep.
This one will still a long bar dependency, but is going to get it filled using a lot of restraint there, choosing to fill the dependency as opposed to take the Tetris. But now Tetris ready, able to take it, going to 239 on the other side, having lost the lead at. No, I lied. I thought it said 2.
That's a big
I'm
lead,
dumb.
actually.
No, I'm so sorry. It was 100k difference. That's where
Yes.
the confusion was. I'm
Yeah.
dyslexic. It's fine. There was too many 2s on the screen. Actually, quite the opposite. Very in the lead, like 100k in the lead. That was what's going on. That is to say, 340,000
What is
points.
happening here? Dirty Tetris for Andre, despite the board state. There's the Tetris for Hayo. Still about 100,000 points. We're getting pretty close to transition, so... Yeah, it's been kind of interesting. I feel like what I'm seeing out of Andre so far is the typical trouble that rollers have, where sometimes they will flip when they're not supposed to, or they will miss a flip, or they won't get a piece all the way over because they miss a tap on the back of the controller.
Yeah, usually the 5 taps are where the limits kind of show themselves a little bit.
Sometimes they try to tickle the controller, but the controller's not ticklish, you know. Kind of
Yeah.
thing. 5 Tetris lead for Hayo Knight right now, and it's going to be bigger going into transition.
Though I will say it is something to keep in mind. Noted and addressed tech issues as well are they're not kind to rollers in particular because of how curious the playstyle ends up.
308.
And that is going to be transition there. 310 for Andre, and now hitting it.
Wow.
Hey now.
Yeah, that is a 7.5
now.
Tetris lead for Heyo Knight. That's a big lead to go into 19 with. Dang Tetris to go to 518. Andre
And
has a lot of work to do.
despite the firm lead, still just hammering these Tetrises down.
You want to put this away. That is a 200,000 point lead right now. Hey,
Honestly, I think it's really interesting. Some people, whenever they're so far in the lead, will take the opportunity to kind of relax a bit. But I often see there are players who are so determined to completely remove any opportunity to be passed in score that they will just continue just pouring that effort in and fighting to the bitter end. And it's genuinely really inspiring to see players who will keep going.
Yep, and
Even,
if we get a long bar here, well, we're gonna get a long bar for Andre first. So this 250,000 lead for Heyo Knight is elusive. Hasn't happened yet. Very close though. Like literally 2,000 points off from it. Where's this long bar? Uh-oh. Covers the well just as the long bar
Vandweller's
shows
at
up. There it
Costco.
is.
Could you pick me up some pretzels or something?
Yeah, pretzels would be nice.
Pretzels sound great right now.
Maybe if you find some cookies, that'd be good too.
Ooh, cookies would be so good.
Dang, Tetris for
and
Heyo
maybe
Knight.
some juice boxes. Oh, that'd be
There you go.
perfect.
Arizona green tea, I'm a fan of that. If you
Oh
find any of that,
yeah!
let's
Oh
go.
my god, that's such a
Dang,
good idea.
Tetris for Andre trying to get back in this, but has a whole bunch of holes in the stack. There's a Tetris for Heyo Knight, 733 to 484. It is not close right now. Andre basically has to hope for Heyo to top out now and
Oh,
be efficient for the
that
rest of the
extra
game.
misdrop. Oh,
There
but
it
it's
is,
such
finally.
a clever burn there.
Oh, more than 250,000 points in the lead, and Andre just says, all right, that's enough. Game
I
3.
also wouldn't
Heyo
want to
Knight.
fight that fight, if I'm completely honest.
That was just a strong game from Heyo, who's probably going to play
yeah.
this out.
More than welcome to. I encourage when people are on, particularly high efficiency games, just go for it.
Yeah, I want to see the max for sure. We're at 8.
Oh yeah.
880 here with 16 lines, 4 Tetrises remaining. Easily doable if you're efficient. 913 with that Tetris. Well, having to do a couple burns, but there's
Some
a long
clever
bar,
burns.
950. It's a Tetris and a lot of change, and I don't think it's enough change to not go, well, 15,000. What's a triple worth on this level? I don't know.
That's a great question. I'm bad at math.
It's the Aki bar. That's the long bar. There's the max out.
There it
822. And counting.
Oh, and going for it.
Not
Going
done
for
yet.
It. Gonna need something over. Flats it. Ooh, still gets the burn, and that's
Very happy.
Wow.
Very happy with that one.
Look at that.
1.03, giving us our third max out of the tournament.
Yeah, we're gonna count it down in 4, 3, 2, 1. Hell yeah.
Nice.
I mean Tetris.
Yeah. Here we go. T-bar to start things off. Oh,
I always love watching
we got
players'
the negative numbers
openers.
in chat.
Oh, I love Tetris. I love when Tetris starts a chat chain.
Uh-huh.
Tetris players are so
They're
funny.
doing good so far. We're at -8.
Oh, wow! Look, -9. It's still going. Wow, here we go. I love that some of the numbers got doubled up. This is great.
Yeah, the doubled up numbers are fine, but you go out of order, that ends the chain.
Yes, yes.
I've seen it go up.
Oh, that was
we're
a lot
still
of
good.
15s.
We're
That
still
was a lot
good.
of negative 15s.
Oh, thank you. A little early with the 19. Come on.
Oh, and people now doing it on purpose, of course.
Yeah, but still, -17. Not too bad. 91,000 for Andre, 72,000 for Heyo here in the early goings of Level 18. Long bar dependency forming for Heyo, and she knows what to do with that. Just keep things low before you
Take
get
the
long bar.
burn and get it filled. That's all you can do whenever it happens. Sometimes you just can't help it, truly.
Yep. A little bit of a long bar drought outside of that, too, which is not great for both players. As Andre will score the Tetris. Heyo gets it right after. So Andre with a slight lead, 120 to 106. Another Tetris coming in. Heyo will get it as well. We're getting binary numbers in chat now, which is like...
Yeah, chat's still on it with the numbers. We got a negative 69 420, which is hilarious.
Nice. Hey now, hey now.
I'll spam this emote just because it's fun.
There you go. Bang Tetris for Heyo. Maintaining a slight lead here, 4,180 points. It's not a big lead, but that lead's about to disappear with this board.
Yeah, these
Oh, that S.
pieces are less than cooperative for the state of things, though that adjustment was very nice and just going to potentially create a dirty setup once this cap comes off the well.
Possibly, yeah. With the placement of that J and the placement of that T, it's pretty obvious what she's trying to do. The piece is not cooperating after that. Or
All right,
are
that L's gonna be
they?
perfect. There they are. Tetris ready. Come on.
Where's the
waiting on
long
that
bar? There it is. There's one.
There it
30 Tetris, column 7.
Filthy still set up for another. Good pieces for the burn.
Oh no. Covers
Ooh.
well. Just the long bar shows up, and now we're in a bit of a dig. Pushing that a little too far there. Open again, though. There's the long bar. Bang Tetris.
Another filthy one.
Still pushing this column
And
7.
setting up another.
This will probably
And gets
be
it too.
Oh, it
This
did get
should
the...
be where.
Oh, she didn't do the roof burn. Oh.
Oh.
I was looking for the roof burn to clean that up, but she still got it. Bang Tetris,
It still
281.
worked out very nicely. Honestly, I enjoyed the smart well transfer, wanting to creating an extra burn to get a more comfortable board is it's usually worth like a hole in the board at most, So
Yeah,
I can definitely respect the decision.
We have a 2.5 Tetris lead for Andre at the moment. So it's down to 1.5 now. He's having to burn a bunch of lines here, but Heyo's not in a great spot again. Having to put an S or Z where an S goes. Oh, this is scary. This is very scary.
Oh yeah.
Somehow burning a line there, gets a long bar in. That's not going to burn everything, though. Oh, and may leave room for the L. Oh, this is disaster. These pieces are horrible.
Oh,
so
no.
many holes. Still gets the left side open. Still has a chance to get out of this, but it's going to take forever. Right side is open.
A long bar would be perfect, but we're not going to see
All
one.
right. Oh, and that's going to do it.
Oh,
Heyo's going to top
and
out at 318.
that left side.
Yeah, that just
And
got disgusting.
already with the lead, Andre is good. So, hey guys, guess what? Another decider. Wow, wow, wow.
Yes, back to the fridge we go, pulling out yet another decider.
We're gonna count it down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tacos.
Tacos.
Yeah, I know.
All right. I just found out the next 2 matches should be DAS matches, but I didn't think Cobra was a DAS player.
I does Cobra not hyper tap at all? I thought there was some amount of hybrid-ish stuff going there.
Yeah, he's listed as DAS in the bot.
Oh,
So
okay.
Maybe not up to date,
Oh.
or maybe he is DAS and maybe he's good.
Maybe he is DAS.
So
Well, I just assumed from watching him play, so like maybe I'm just, maybe the DAS is just that good,
Yeah, we'll see.
Speaking of good play, both of these players have just been trying to keep it clean, not start too much drama here in the early goings, which is surprising considering how the other matches have gone. Just keeping it clean, slamming down a Tetris there, Knight going to 74,000 points, early lead. to Andre's 52,000. Clearly not by a ton, just, you know, notable, I suppose.
Yep, Andre had a little bit trouble getting out of the gate. Didn't get his first Tetris to the line until after 8 lines, but is in the driver's seat now. No, that square is not going to go anywhere nice, though.
Yeah, that square was kind of rude, if I'm honest.
Why do squares appear? I never know.
Only at the worst time, too. It's like, oh, no place for square? I know what to give you.
No.
Nonetheless, getting that Tetris, crossing the 100k mark here, 103 for Andre. Tetris ready as well. Gonna slam it down, make it 126. On the other side, Knight gonna be firing back with one as well, going to 168.
YouTube is gonna miss this copy pasta about delayed auto shift in chat.
Maybe we should read the copy pasta for the YouTube viewers.
For the benefit of YouTube, delayed auto shift, which is the build-in movement in the game, which is much slower than rolling and a bit slower than hyper tapping, and a really challenging playstyle, which I think is really exciting to watch. With Daz, you almost can't play any 29 plus.
Incredible. Oh, and we're getting it in different languages too.
Excellent.
Wonderful.
Yeah, somebody
great.
hit Google Translate. 200,000 for Hale, 195 for Andre here. Very close.
Somebody went out of their way to smack it into Google Translate. Wonderful. Now that I pointed it out, it's gonna be different languages. Just keep an eye out. We're gonna see all sorts of funky stuff going on. Really held out on that J dependency.
Bad misdrop for Andre there. No lines are gonna burn. He's gotta get something over to the right, but with rolling, you can do it.
Things are going places.
Yes, and very quickly. Oh no, you're not telling me this is gonna happen. Okay, put the T in there.
Mean,
it's still possible.
It could.
Okay,
it might. Okay.
No long bar.
Okay.
I was ready. Oh, the double flip on the long bar. That is a typical roller miscue there. But is solving it just fine.
Yeah, those solves quite satisfying to watch, nonetheless. Even with the stress that comes along with seeing stuff like that happen, still very nice to watch it come down.
Yes. KO Knight taking the lead off this 302 to 244. This was neck and neck a moment ago. Now this is getting really bad for Andre with no long bar coming. Can't even burn anything, and now this is an emergency situation. Long bar goes over. All right.
A nice T in spawn position. A lot of people love that whenever it does get to happen.
Look at Andre. Just his eyes are just like so focused right now. Not even reacting to the misdrop or the amazing dig that we just saw.
An incredible dig. So,
yes.
and the fact that it's even to the position that we're in now is terrifying. the fact that people can do this. How? Why?
People can play
and
Tetris
does have a little T overhang setup.
Tetris.
Able to get that Tetris though. I feel like that's the signification for like really getting out of a dig is whenever you slam that Tetris down afterwards.
All those squares. Look at these squares.
Oh my god.
There's like 6, 7 of them piled up on the left and can't get that one over.
Wah!
One too many squares. Oh, that's not disastrous.
Too many squares?
I mean, they're still coming. This is crazy. I'm going to take a sneak peek and point out to chat here that there are currently 52 squares that have fallen on Andre's side,
wow.
which is the most out of any piece in the game.
That's
so a very square heavy seed here. 434 for Heo Knight, 343 for Andre. That's a lot of 4s and 3s. Another missed square. This one a little more troublesome.
There was a little helpful square burst actually there for Andre right as you were pointing out the number. He got about 3 of them, and it just cleaned up the board real nicely.
Oh my god!
And I thought it was funny because the same thing that tanked the board.
Oh hey, it's transition.
Also fixed. Wow, I didn't even realize.
371 for Andre. It's going to be 504 for Heo. Huge lead into 19. Last time we saw this, Heo Knight just pouring on the gas to see if she can do it again.
Ooh, missed that spin there.
Should be all right. It's very low on the board and gonna just burn this out.
Yeah.
get this stack back over to the right. Still maintaining about 130,000 point lead. Bang Tetris for Andre to cut into that. Both players' boards looking good. Heo Knight's doing a little bit of burning here, playing it a little safer than Andre. Gonna get a Tetris there. There's a Tetris for Andre. 105,000 points in the lead. Another Tetris for Andre to cut into it.
Getting that well back open, and now Tetris ready. Knight just looking for another long bar. There it is, slamming it down. 594.
Andre still trying to get back into this. Another Tetris. Gets him over 500,000 points. Not letting Heo run away with this like... what game was that? Was that game 2? Game 3?
Game 3? Was it game 2?
One of them.
I think it may have been game 2.
When you have so many games, you lose track.
Game 3? People are agreeing with game 3.
Game 3. We'll go with game 3. Andre building up. Doesn't have a long bar yet, though. Good burns, though.
Knight also hitting that same drought, it seems, and had to cover that well and just took some burns.
Bang Tetris for Andre within 55,000 points. Takes another Tetris to go within 30,000. But Heo...
Finally, another long bar there for Knight, able to try and prevent that.
Simul Tetris. Let's go.
Ayo. Tetris loves when Simul Tetris happens.
Yes.
By Tetris, I mean the people of Tetris.
Yes.
They love a Simul Tetris.
30,000 point game. Bang Tetris for Heo. Andre set up. Both players on their last life in this set. Another pair of Tetris is coming through. 62,000 points lead for Heo Knight. There's a Tetris for Andre, who's 5 lines ahead at the moment. And we'll score another Tetris, and Heo's got a burn. Look at this game. It is a 500-point difference. Tetris for Heo Knight. Puts her back in the lead by a Tetris. This is anyone's game right now. Tetris for both
players
sides.
Slamming down another, though Knight ahead by 1-ish.
Yeah, pace-wise, Heo Knight does have the lead. We're at 27. Bang Tetris for Andre. There's a Tetris for Heo. Oh, man. Built up. Where's the long bar? There it is. Bang Tetris. Heo tried to go dirty, but can't fill it in properly.
Desperate for a long bar. Needs one now. Needs one yesterday. Does
gonna
finally
set up dirty.
get it.
Has
and
to set
sets
up dirty. Bang Tetris for Heo Knight. 922, 917 for Andre. Neck and neck. Misdrop for Heo. 921 to the kill screen. That misdrop is not going to matter. Heo will take game number 5 and advance to round number 1 to face SV Nestris
Holy
by
cow.
6,000 points.
What a close match.
Heo reacting to the news. What a match. What a game 5.
Wow.
That was incredible. GG.
Both players had to push it all the way to kill screen. All the way to kill screen.
I don't even think Heo made kill screen. Heo was already in the lead when Andre topped out. Heo's gonna take it. And, that reaction tells you everything right there. How much this tournament means to these players is just it's amazing. Let's go ahead and count them down into game number 1.
Heck yeah, we're gonna do the traditional. We're gonna do it. We're gonna start off right for this first game. Counting it down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Yes, and one of the things that these two players have been talking about leading up to this match over the last 2 days is how frightened they are of this match. Tells
Honestly,
you how much they both want it.
I think one of the best parts is that despite their fear, they're still both so supportive of each other. There are such good vibes amongst these players, truly.
Absolutely. And it's going to be cool to see how this one turns out as we have a early Tetris for both players. Peyton having to do a bit of a burn there, but they should be all right.
Nice little spin there.
Bang,
and is going to take the Tetris to bring the board down. Gonna need to fill in that long bar dependency, and does. Is going to lead to a couple of burns. On the other side, had a little bit of stuff to clean up, but has cleaned it up. Wide is now Tetris ready, just waiting on the long bar.
It looked like Peyton had a. It looked like Peyton had a, you know, the end of a Super Mario Brothers level with the stairs.
Oh yeah.
Their board looked just like that for a second. It was pretty funny. All right.
Sometimes you just gotta hop on the pole. You know, you gotta grab the flag. You know, I know it's Tetris, but hey, you know.
Bang Tetris to Peyton.
A pretty filthy Tetris, though, does now have a hole at the bottom to contend with, so even with a long bar, that will only be good for a triple.
So as Daz, I don't think you play 2 rows up here, not this early on in the match. Bit of a misdrop for Wide. He sent that square a bit wide, but that's going to turn into dirty Tetris with no burns. Not a bad play there on a Wide.
Ooh, Peyton's setting up dirty here too.
This is scary.
Able to get the long bar and
S's.
slams it down.
We have a spire building here. Call it the CN Tower at this point. It is up there.
It's the SZ Tower, actually.
Okay. It's good that we don't have C and N Tetris pieces.
I would be so upset if I had a C or an N on my board at any point. I would be so pissed. Though, for those who ever got to participate in any of the cursed Tetris shenanigans, Boltris sure was something. Am I right, guys? Having bowl pieces? Yeah, I mean, that's
bowl
normal.
Pieces? What?
Yeah, it was a bowl. You had to find a way to stack around bowl pieces. Don't worry about it, it's fine.
I won't worry about it. I will worry about these scores. 205 for Wide, 152 for Peyton as Wide scores another Tetris. So about a 3 Tetris pace lead for Wide at the moment, as Peyton is still burning down from that big spire. That spire is long gone.
Sunny disposition kicking the door and saying, "Bowls!"
One of my greatest creations. Oh dear.
Truly. It was pretty glorious because when commentating those things, you got to say things like, preserving the bowl hole. So, you know, just fun little, quirky little... I love the Tetris community and the shenanigans they get up to. Yeah, Peyton's been playing real opportunistically.
Look at
here.
this too. This is a column 6 looking for the long bar. Where is this long bar? I have to take a burn here.
Anybody got a bingo card on them, by the way?
Bar?
Just curious.
Long bar? Where is this long bar? This is a huge drought. But look at the expertise with which Peyton's handling it. There it is.
And
Party down the
finally,
middle.
Wow.
Holy. That was a big drought, and it's going for more.
Oh yeah, just gonna keep sending on this, and it pays off. Gonna get that Tetris.
Quaid would be proud.
I'm proud. As somebody who looks up to Quaid for stacking reasons, I'm proud. I wish I could play drunk.
Thank you for adding on the words "for stacking reasons."
Yeah. Well, you know.
We love Quaid.
I like center wells is the thing. But you know.
380 for Wide right now. Bang Tetris 288 for Peyton. So big lead for Wide here in game number 1.
I will say that
Limey asking, was Peyton also commenting earlier? Yes, Peyton. They were in here for games 1 and 2.
Peyton, a complete sweetheart, was able to give me a little bit of time that I needed.
Yes.
Rough morning today, so feeling better now. Ate food, feel good.
Yeah, we didn't know who was commentating for match number 1 until literally 11 o'clock Pacific when we went live.
Yeah, I was having a rough go of it. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. That's all right. I've Friday night, which was my first night home after my vacation. I actually experienced only for the second time ever a double Charlie horse.
Oh wow,
that was painful.
Terrible.
It was 3 o'clock in the morning. Woke me up from a dead sleep. I'm fine now,
I've had that happen.
It's the worst.
I accidentally dislocated
Transition
my
time.
hip in my sleep. It was just bad.
How do you?
My body's messed up. I have
408.
chronic issues. Oh, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
408 for Peyton here. 487 on transition for Wide. So Wide with just shy of a 4 Tetris lead. But Wide is not going to get any further.
Oh, wow.
487,
that means
840.
This is a chase down.
This is the score to beat. Chase down situation for Peyton. There's the first
Again,
Tetris.
487 is...
Call it 488.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say 487 was the score, so we're gonna need I don't know. You mean give us something cool like
41,200 points.
41,420 points.
Yeah, that'll work.
Give us a meme number.
Of course, Peyton's got all the time in the world.
Yeah, I could completely line it out too. And is encouraged to do so, for the record. DAS is exhausting. You guys should take any break you can get, and if that means just lining something out, then that means lining something out. Really interesting thing that I see amongst certain players is they wow, yeah, enough to take it. We're gonna count it down from 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Winger B, thanks a ton. Really impressed with how well this is being run. A lot of that goes to Pumpy for all the scheduling.
Oh, yeah.
We have a lot of people working behind the scenes to make things like predictions and seeds and stuff happen in the channel. You know, I'm pulling a lot of the strings, but I'm not pulling them all by any stretch. And there's a lot of people here helping out, and I definitely appreciate each and every one of them.
Yeah,
Just like
the community.
Each and every one of you.
Community really comes together, especially for events like this. Everybody wants to be able to participate, and everybody wants it to go well. So many people. Hey, look at that! A little raid. We got classic
Raiders.
Tetris lead. I think you mean 3B.
Indeed, yes. Oh, 3B? Yeah. Sir Mazer got called out by vandweller yesterday. I don't know if he's aware of that. Might have to go back and watch the first hour and change of day one. But yeah, you have 114,000. That's a perfect score through 20 for Peyton. 72,000 for Wide. Good old 5 in a row. Now 6 in a row for Peyton. Pretty good when he can start like that.
Mm-hmm.
So Macer was not aware. Oh, yeah. Gonna have to take his first bird of the game at line 25, and still really nice stack. No long bar here. The Stroud is kind of dictating how this is gonna go. There's the long bar. Bang Tetris for Peyton. And another one, 187 to 144. Although Wide needs another long bar to catch up in lines here.
Yeah, Wide did contend a little bit with some parity stuff there, but used a combination of a couple pieces that cleaned it up nicely and is able to take this Tetris 167 and is still Tetris ready, just waiting on the next long bar. And 210 here for Peyton. And with this square and this T combo is Tetris ready as well. That long bar is going to come for both players. Yep.
Those people, yes. Two Tetris lead about for Peyton here. He got Wide giggling now.
I'm so sorry, Wide. Wide has laughed at a couple of the jokes we've made, and I feel so bad.
I've been noticing it the entire time too. It's like,
oh, I know. Yeah, I know.
We're so sorry. We were not trying to throw your game. 40,000 point lead for Peyton right now. Another Tetris for Wide. Very close game. Take pace into account. It's less than a Tetris lead. Oh, let me. Yeah, someone's been managing.
Sorry, I was just letting a train pass.
Okay. Hello, train. Goodbye, train. Don't come back. 329 for Peyton, 310 for Wide.
I quite enjoy the sound of the train, but I can understand how it would be disruptive for other people.
Yes.
I know you don't say the P word while people are playing, but the efficiency. No, I don't want to say it out loud. The efficiency here is impressive, is what I'll say.
From both players.
Yes.
Like, Wide is not that far behind here. Although, that's not the placement he was looking for, I'm sure. It's going to clean this up pretty quick. Bank Tetris for Peyton. 421 through 85 lines for Peyton. 386 for Wide. And I'm going to do it. Peyton, more like Peyton.
I guess it is a ton of pace, huh?
It's a good amount.
They're the puns. They're the puns.
Now we got him laughing.
I had to make them. Sorry.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
468.
Oh, I even got a head shake now.
No, the head fakes are also good. So that's fine. Looks like Wide is good and cleaned up here. Look at, 491 for Peyton at 100 lines. This has got 600 potential.
Copy and pasting.
Oh, Jesus, Dick. Stop. We're playing some serious Tetris here. Bang Tetris for Peyton to go over 500,000. And we're about to get into transition shortly, so we'll save the puns for the next round of 18. Peyton scores again. This has just been a killer game for Peyton.
Yeah, Wide not too far behind, but there's only so much you can do against a play like this. Currently sitting at 508 to Peyton's with that Tetris 564.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's a king bar.
Purposefully created a long bar dependency, but just missed slotting it into place.
Yep.
Just barely. Is able to fill that long bar dependency. It has
Got
another one to
second
contend
though,
with,
yeah.
nonetheless.
It's done.
Long bar is going to do it.
And this is still 600able.
And this is Wide's
Oh,
opportunity.
Wide. No, this is Wide in trouble.
Oh,
Right before transition.
happened right as I wanted to encourage them to maybe do what they could, and here we are. Look at that.
594 was the
Ooh,
transition.
a lot
for
of
Peyton.
weight on that well too.
Are we going to see this burn out? There's one, there's two.
Gets it open.
Still having to
Oh,
burn
and the
though.
long bar.
Oh no. Oh,
Oh,
no.
no.
Needs stats.
Long
Gets it.
bar.
Bang
There it
Tetris
is.
for Wide.
Yes.
And Wide stays alive. Currently down by only 40,000 points. This is just an insane game for both players right now. But this board looks terrible for Wide.
Oh,
That
dear.
doesn't burn anything.
That does, but not much.
Oh my goodness. What are we getting to the left? A square.
Gets the square.
The savior of gas players everywhere. Oh! The early dash shift is gonna end it. Peyton also tops out, but Peyton is good.
Yes. We both got there at the same time. We both stopped fixating on Wide's board and looked over to see precisely what shenanigans were unfolding on that side too. Congrats to both
Yeah.
players. Holy cow.
Wide having to win some games here. 3 in a row, in fact. If he wants to go on to face Gerald Freeman in round 1.
All right, and we do have that ready.
4
means
wide
we
is a
are-
bannable offense, Doug. Just keep that to yourself.
We
Go
are
ahead,
going to
count
go
us
ahead
down.
and count this down in honor of the 4 wide. We'll count it down from 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. We have people questioning who's commentating right now. I don't know.
Well, thank you for the 60 bits, Roman. We got roncli here.
I'm Frenchie, I suppose. Frenchie is try223 if you're trying to hunt me down or anything. I'll give you my IP if that's your goal. This is all a joke. This is all a joke.
A little bit of an odd start here for Wide. Does have the opening Tetris, but cleaning out some garbo. Jack says noted.
Noted. Wonderful. I'm not gonna dox myself. That's a joke.
Yeah, sleep with one eye open. All right.
I had a lot of fun referring to going to my first in-person event as doxing myself because I had actually never shown my face on the internet before going to the event. Actually, to the extent that people didn't recognize me from my face, But the moment I started talking, people were like, oh, you're the commentary individual with the dogs! And I was like, yeah, that's me. I am the one with the dogs. And they were like, you do the segues. I was like, yeah, I do the segues.
Huh?
That's me. Wow.
Ooh,
The most flattered I've ever been, for the record. Absolutely.
Covers the well just as the long bar shows up. And gets one anyway. Dirty Tetris.
Still gets that filthy Tetris.
Love it. It's going to go ahead
and is going to be opening up that well, slamming it down. There's another one for the bingo cards, guys.
Yes.
Peyton's reaction to transferring the well back to the right. We got real actual pogging. I love that.
Pog champ for Peyton.
Pog IRL. Wide slamming down another Tetris, going to 171 in the lead by 1,000 points.
Yeah,
the burn's going to change that, of course. Peyton currently sitting at 173, with this Tetris going to go up to 196.
Biggie Mac asking, what time is it in wide land? Jeez.
I bet the number is probably going to be wide. If it's a land of wide.
It's probably like 9, 10, 11, something like that in the morning. Somewhere in there.
You know, Maestro, upon first seeing Peyton's cam, I was actually enjoying how the headphones go with the shirt. Like, they have the same vibe. Oh, look at that! Wow, we had the same thought process. Incredible. I love it here. Yeah, Peyton's looking good today. Real spiffy. I like the colors a lot.
And the Tetris isn't bad either.
Yeah, the Tetris is I mean, like, that's fine and all, but like, honestly, the fashion is. Tetris isn't about winning; it's about styling on your opponent.
Dying Tetris for Peyton, who will cross 300,000 first, 312, 291 for wide, 70 lines in. Wide needing this one to stay alive.
I'd like to say Winger does have a point. Everybody has been looking pretty great today, if I do say so myself. As a Tetris player appreciator, I think most Tetris players are just cuties for no reason. They're all just. I think it's you know what it is. I realize that I think dorks are just like the ideal individuals. Like, they're just adorable, and it just turns out that every Tetris player is a giant dork. I say that lovingly.
Wide?
Oh dear.
Wide? Not like
dear.
And that angle ended.
No.
I was looking at Peyton because Peyton also was having a bit of trouble, but I looked back over to Wide, and Wide's board was.
I want to appreciate Wide's face whenever the incident began.
Let's give it a 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Awesome. And Cobra
Maestro looks out their door and sees Tetris. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. They're just playing Tetris in the street, you know? Dogs and cats living together. All 9 yards. We got Cobra on the left, who is a relative newcomer to the community and got into this tournament with only his 3rd max ever.
Wow.
Just insane. We had one yesterday that was only their 2nd max. So it's like
that's insane. Really bringing their A game to the event this time.
Yeah, I think the only way you top that is by getting in with your 1st max. I don't think we had that, but still, it's just impressive to be able to put on the performance when it counts, and we'll see if Cobra can do it again. Meanwhile, Scamper has been around the community a while, getting in with a max as well, currently the number 68 seed, taking on the number 61 seed in the blue bracket. Winner might be featured on TikTok if it's not banned by the time they play the game, because Miles the Great is waiting for them in round 1.
Ooh. Well, both players had into a little bit of a dig situation, but Cobra managed to get a nice dirty Tetris, and Scamper is all the way at the bottom, clean again. Set up for the Vits, gets 2 squares to tuck into the Vits well. SMH, Linesman Media is not going to like that one, but
no.
What's important is he got the Tetris.
I'm sure.
And
I'm sure
Cobra,
he likes that.
Look at that, another dirty Tetris from Cobra, but not even that dirty at all.
And back to the bottom again, 104 for Cobra, now 126 for Cobra, 112 for Scamper.
Both players keeping good pace with each other. I noticed at the start they were making very similar placements, maybe in different order, but they had like, the same placements for a while. Ooh, Scamper misses quick tap to the left with the long bar, but gets the Tetris to bring the stack down and can just easily dash that bar over to fill that dependency. Cobra slams down a Tetris. 156 for Cobra, 139 for Scamper.
Yep.
Similar line count.
Yeah, very close game to get started here.
Both players taking those burns. Yep.
And both players are DAS as well, so another DAS on DAS matchup. Seeing a lot of those in round 0. In fact, I think the majority of the players today have been DAS. We've had at least 5 DAS players.
Yeah, that's great.
Compared to 2 rollers and 1 hyper tapper, of course. I do believe that, was it Jepper that was going back and forth between roll and DAS? So kind of more hybrid there.
Mm-hmm.
Cobra trying to commit to that dirty setup. Didn't work out.
Yeah, Cobra's been lucky with the dirty Tetrises so far. Set up for one now, just waiting for the bar. But the parity is suffering.
And with bad parity, you get a bad piece. And
Scamper, on the other hand, super clean, but both players experiencing the same drought as they are using the same piece sets.
Yep.
This drought, though.
It is a long one. Where's this long
Give
bar?
them the
Both
bar.
players need the long bar.
Oh yeah, both players getting high now.
Should the worst happen, Cobra's in the lead, but both players will get the long bar.
Both players get the Tetris.
Scamper will get a second one because Scamper is clean and Cobra was not set up for a second dirty Tetris. So Scamper in the lead at the moment. And I swear, this has never happened to me before. Thank you, Twitch, for your amazing support with the commercial breaks. Like, exactly what we need.
Well, we'll just let it play out. Both players continue playing as normal.
Yeah, absolutely continue playing. I do have them up on another screen. It is currently 296 for Scamper. Bang Tetris 259 for Cobra. Similar line counts. Cobra will score another Tetris there. It's nice and clean right now.
So, yeah, both players similar paces, yeah?
Got to get Twitch Turbo. And she's, yeah, this is... Oh, apparently Dan Weller will fix it in post. Thank you, Dan. Appreciate it.
Dan, always there for us. Good man. Scamper doing a great job staying clean here. Sometimes the clean stacks are the ones that are hard to keep clean.
Oh,
or maybe I'm bad.
Cobra just missed a T-spin in the middle of a dig, so that's going to set him back a little bit, especially with these pieces that are coming. This is not a great situation to have right before transition.
Would a stream refresh help on Cobra's side?
I don't think so because it started with that.
Okay.
I can try it.
Maybe not. If it's restarts.
If it happens again, I'll try it. He's back. 380 to 302.
All right,
apologies for
definitely
that.
Taking the lead.
Like, literally, that is the first time I've ever seen a BRB screen on on
I didn't know that
Streamlink.
existed.
Yeah, so another Tetris for Cobra as we're very close to transition. 2 Tetrises away. Scamper with about a 2 Tetris lead, but not going to be able to score right away.
Cobra has look, that T piece
nice.
there was really essential for Cobra to get. You don't want this kind of situation for Cobra right now, right next to transition, but gets the long bar and has the stack in a good spot going into transition. Scamper's already transitioned with 417 versus Cobra's 377.
Yep, but we are off and running in 19. Bang Tetris for Cobra to get things started. Currently 40,000 points down and a few lines ahead as well. But those lines are getting burnt by Scamper. Scamper will score a Tetris. Currently
Cobra
leads by
sets up.
65,000. Good Tetris there.
Yeah, Cobra sets up. Column 9 gets the bar.
Another Tetris for Cobra. Scamper, nice tuck there. Gets him out of Tetris readiness, but we'll
Yeah,
get to
not quite
another
ready
bar
there, but both players get the Tetris now.
Ooh, bit of a situation for Cobra.
Might try and build. Nah, not getting the opportunity to build dirty. This is just bad
just a
pieces,
dig.
bad stack.
No, okay. I was gonna say you're dash. You're not doing that, but actually, no, he's not doing that. 559 for Scamper, 494 for Cobra. As Cobra could opt to play one row up, but it's just going to be safe and burn this all the way down.
Oh yeah,
Cobra.
Das players playing a
Both of these-
one high.
Both of these
Very
players just very calm compared to the last couple of matches we've had.
Oh, Scamper's in a situation.
Uh-oh.
This is barely diggable. Needs a quick tap maybe,
Gets it with the square, but what else are you going to do? Doesn't get that tap over.
but doesn't get the T. Ah.
569, 320 is the score to beat. We're in a chase down situation. Cobra needs to get to 570. Gonna get a triple there.
Yep.
I think we're into line out territory too, so
Find out territory, triple territory. Yep, for sure.
Cobra can
And I
take
think
it
these
easy.
players know that.
Does Cobra care? No, he's going for Tetris. And
Oh,
there
yeah,
it is.
that's-
Bang Tetris. GG. Cobra takes game number 1.
Are you gonna count them down?
No, you're gonna come down.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I didn't know. Let's get
Go
the
for it.
3 on the screen. 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Cold Bucket says Cobra is just on the money-making grind set. So here we go with game number 2. If we get another ad, I'll just try to refresh this stream real quick. I also have it running on Twitch, so I can at least give score updates as necessary. Tetris for both players. Extra line burnt for Cobra, who's got the 1-0 lead so far. Colin telling Cobra, time to get an alt, buddy.
Scamper.
Oh, no.
Not get the spin. Had to.
Missing that hurts.
Ooh, I think that was a quick tap there.
And that's a
Gets the
dirty Tetris. Yes.
Yeah, earlier there, Scamper had a setup on the bottom that didn't resolve, so had to ditch 2 long bars on the left.
Yep.
But it's now clean. It's now Tetris ready and just waiting for the bar. Cobra using a lot of overhangs, I've noticed in their play. That might not resolve nicely. Oh, but it does.
Just needs one more piece to slot in there, and there you go.
Yep, might even go. No, nope, not gonna go. I would go dirty there because I'm crazy, but Cobra has got the strats down.
I tell you what, I feel like one of the weaknesses in my game currently is the fact that I don't see enough overhangs. Like, there's
You
only
think
like
that's
a
what
couple that I see.
Oh. Yeah, there. I think Stack Rabbit doesn't do overhangs, but
Stack Rabbit is also a computer.
right. But I don't know. I feel like whenever I do an overhang, it's like 50-50 whether it actually saves a line or not. Saves a burned line. So these players taking their burns, you know, it's a good thing in my opinion, but
Yeah. There's, of course, the other strategy, you know, with the overhangs. One of the things that you're doing when you do an overhang typically is giving you more area to place pieces on. I'll give the classic example of the delayed Vince, where you could make a long bar dependency, but then you have like a 5-3 stack that you have to deal with, or you can make a Vitz and you have 9 columns to play over just like a normal Tetris game, which is a lot easier than trying to handle like a 5-3 or something silly like that, which is, you know, one of the reasons why it's better.
fair. Cobra with 1 line of garbage on the bottom, which is not going to allow them to get the Tetris, but both players running into a mage route. Scamper manages to get the Tetris with that long bar. Cobra up digging a bit.
Yep. Cobra still has that 1 hole at the bottom. Is going to have to play 1 row up or try to burn that out. So Scamper with the lead again, 288 to 212, halfway through 18.
Cobra's going to burn down with a triple there. Yep, setting up line dependency in the middle, and it's just going to take the double. No sweat. He's going to try and hold out for a single here, and gets rewarded there.
Cobra still building up. Looking for this Tetris. Currently backed by 135,000 points. This lead has gotten pretty big for Scamper. Cobra will bite into that a little bit, but at 79 lines, it's 357 to 247.
Yeah, Scamper's got some great 18 play here. Can make a clean stack and keep it clean. Call him janitor.
Scamper will get the long bar first. Should be showing up for Cobra in a moment. There it is. Bang Tetris. Scamper threatening a high 500 transition, if not an outright 600K.
Can we get some shocked emojis in the chat? 600K transition. Oh my gosh. But that is quite a significant lead over Cobra going into level 19, which is definitely going to help as these players are using DAS.
Yep. See, we had a 600K earlier in the tournament, but like the other opponent was like at 560 or something. Not the case here. Cobra quite far behind.
Coldbucket rolls eyes at 600K transition.
Bang Tetris for Cobra. Scamper looking for a long bar. There it is. Bang Tetris 482.
Yeah, both players playing clean. And he's gonna set up three lines to get burned there. Scamper not worried about the numbers on the screen, just staying clean. Oh, that rhymed. Oh my gosh.
Well done. Scamper. He's got 3 Tetrises available. He'll score 1 there.
Cobra's been staying clean, trying to work at the top of the stack here. Manages to get it in a better position. Both players looking good going into transition.
Tetris for both players. 1 Tetris remaining for Scamper, 1 Tetris remaining for Cobra.
Yeah, over 100,000 point lead for Scamper at transition. That's very significant.
581, high 500K transition, only 449 for Cobra, which that's not terrible. It's just not 581.
Right.
So a lot of work to do for Cobra this time. We'll see how 19 treats the players.
Cobra with
Tetris.
a burn there. Oh, sets up.
Oh, this is scary.
Very dangerous setting up for
I don't
Cobra.
know if he gets out of this. Nice flat burn there for Cobra. And that's going to keep him alive.
Oh, that's some good stuff right there. Keep staying alive with the good pieces and the dash control there.
Fantastic play. No panic in this kid. This is something.
Wow.
Keep his composure. But now you look at the score, and it is a 200,000 point lead for Scamper, who was just scoring during all that. So
yeah, Cobra's just playing their own game here. Last game, Scamper topped out. We'll see if that happens again. Either way, Cobra is just in the zone playing their own game here.
Yeah, that's all you can do. Is Scamper has come out to a 250,000 lead. Second one we've seen today, and they're not very common.
What's the highest score discrepancy? Oh, Scamper with some misdrops.
Yeah, that also
diggable.
Cobra with some misdrops. The Cobra's got throwing the towel there, so Scamper will take game number 2. Yeah, go for it. Game number 3. Let's do it.
Countdown going in a 3, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2. Tetris.
Yes. All right. Scamper setting up for that L to make the first differing move of the game.
Oh yeah, adjustment plays.
You were asking what the largest lead that I have seen in a game, and I think it was the one that I've commentated was over 300K, but wasn't Jounce's / Hydrant Dude's world record at the time? Wasn't he up by 400K when his opponent topped out?
Oh, who knows?
Like, that was a huge lead he had before he rolled the score over.
I remember watching that game live while I was working at the deli, actually. There was no one there at the time, and I was closing, so I just had the game up while I was sweeping. And I remember just thinking if someone looked over, they would see me just looking at my phone with my mouth agape, going, oh my gosh, Jounce, 1.6. It was funny.
Kept saying what happened to Jounce. Funny man.
Man, when are we going to see them again?
Yeah.
Both players keeping even with each other.
$122 for Scamper, 96 for Cobra. And Cobra's board, not looking too sharp, but very nice pieces to get out of that. Got the Tetris for Scamper.
Cobra placed that J piece kind of in a weird position, but the purpose of that was to keep the left side, give the left side a better option, and it works out for them.
Yep. Very close game, 1 Tetris difference. Cobra will score a Tetris. Scamper is going to have to...
Scamper with the lime
Start
spin
taking.
opportunity. Aw.
Not taking it.
Okay, Scamper with, Yep, good pieces for Scamper burning out of this. Oh, Cobra's up high. Line dependency. Gets the line.
Very nicely done. Now J dependent. Oh, covers a
Oof.
well just as the long bar shows up.
Manages to dash that over. I don't think that was quick tap. Nerves of steel, this guy.
Absolutely. Both these players, to be honest, like,
Oh, yeah.
the only thing these two players are doing that I can see is blinking. That's it. Complete opposite from some of the other games we had today.
Joke.
But
Guys,
just
we're
a-
going to need hand cams.
Oh, yeah.
Are you
hand
actually
cams.
playing the game, or are you playing with your minds?
Yeah, we've got the hand cams going.
Both players have been burning.
Oh, look at this. There's
Wow,
a head,
great
head
adjustment
bob.
from Scamper for the Tetris.
And more importantly, the head bob, getting a little emotion for that dirty Tetris there.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Give
set
yourself
up
the credit,
perfectly,
man.
Perfectly. So 2 Tetris lead for Scamper. You're halfway through 18.
Scamper slams down a Tetris. Cobra blocked up the well right at the last minute when the long bar came. Story of Tetris.
Yeah. That's why we call it classic Tetris, not because it's an old game, but because, you know, you got the
Classic.
classic move of covering the well just as the long bar shows up.
Classic Tetris.
Looking for some long bars here. Scamper's
Aw.
gonna get it first.
Cobra stack
Cobra
in
is gonna
danger.
get it. Yeah, it was a
Manages to
little
get the
danger.
long bar over.
And gets
That could
another
have been
one.
dangerous if Cobra, with that dependency, didn't get a bar up that high, but it's much safer now.
I was very afraid. We get a Tetris here. It's parity though. Needs to be fixed. It's working on it. I don't know how many Z's or S's rather that Cobra has stacked on that left side. It's a good number of them at this point.
A lot.
We get the T-tuck. 416 for Scamper, 337 for Cobra. So
I wanna
again,
play
Scamper
that
coming off
song.
to a really good 18 lead.
There's a song called A Lot. These guys are getting a lot of pieces.
Flat burns for Scamper. Very nicely done. He's one more good piece, but not going to get a good piece, just an okay piece.
That L was very nice.
It's very, very good. Sure, he
Very
was very
satisfying.
happy to see it.
stacks. T-spin set up for Scamper.
See if he goes for it.
Holding out, of
Well,
course.
there it is.
Oh, look at that.
Gets the job done. Bang Tetris for Cobra. There's the Tetris for Scamper. Scamper with
416.
about a
for
3
Cobra.
Tetris pace lead. Key
Yep,
tuck. Very
416
nice.
for Cobra and 469 for Scamper.
Hey now. So we're approaching transition. Cobra's gonna do it with a center well, it looks like. This isn't ideal, but you take what you get. Bang Tetris, and it'll transfer that over to the right side after transition. Mid 460s.
Yep,
For
burns
Cobra.
a double. Burns a double first thing after 19, and this stack is in a very stackable stack.
520 for Scamper, still not at transition. There it is. 522 will be the score. So
Oh,
Scamper
dangerous.
again is better. Yeah, that's a bit of a dangerous stack. Limiting your burn options is never good on 19.
But this is more stackable now.
Yeah, very recovered. And getting some decent pieces. All that piece wasn't all that great.
Scamper
That's a little
slams Scamper nails a spin high up.
Yeah, Scamper's still in a bit of a spot here. Both players playing up around the next
Great
box.
stuff. Great stuff from Scamper.
Cobra missed the long bar. I don't know if he can get one right. He can. Bang Tetris. That looked like a quick tap.
Oh, Scamper in a dangerous spot here.
What? Both players in a dangerous spot, and Scamper's going to hold on. Both players will top out at the same time. Not even to the same piece sequence. Scamper 5 lines behind, but Scamper, with the better efficiency, will take game number 3.
All right. Does this work? 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
I think any number from 1 to 9 works. Look, we got another 25 cents going in from Poppy Penguins. It's that easy.
Yo, Muffy, thank you for clicking your mouse. Very cool.
So we are starting game at number 4, Cobra, who did win the first one. Now finds himself on the verge of elimination. Going to take the first Tetris of the game, and Scamper had to take a triple.
Yeah, Scamper's definitely got some momentum going into this game. But you can tell the I think where it comes down to is what it comes down to between these two players is how much of a lead does Scamper have using that 18 efficiency going into 19, and then how long can he survive, and can Cobra make up that deficit? It really does come down to 19 play.
Absolutely. Another Tetris for Scamper. Currently sitting at 79,000 to Cobra's 69,000, but it's Cobra 4 lines back as well. Cobra, this is dangerous.
Oh, Cobra high.
This is, oh no. This is where things get dicey.
Cobra is getting good pieces.
So far anyway, but that left side really worries me. Oh, beautiful square L combo.
But not good pieces now. Oh no. There we go.
That's nice. He's just going to put that L straight up. So that should be easy to burn, but I say it should be.
Rough stuff.
Long bar dependency on the right. It gets over.
That's it. Ooh.
Oh my god, this is still
Barely
going. Oh, the king bar! The double king bar is going to end Cobra's run. Scamper takes game number 4. Oh no. That was unfortunate.
Rough stuff.
Kaka. Written on a sheet of paper. Oh, he is angry. That was a straight right out of the monitor there. Oof.
Kaka indeed. That is how I feel right now.
Scamper about to top out too. Looks like.
Oh. What?
Okay, yeah,
Scamper?
You're good, Scamper. You're
How
good.
did that get over, dude? Can I do a 1 countdown? No, I'm just gonna do
I
it.
mean, you could, but
3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Frenchie's mentioning I have so many stuffed animals. I will actually admit I've got some as well. You're never too old for them. The problem is that the stuffed animals I get are from my wife. So I have this bat.
Bat.
And, yeah, a bat. Like she got
Is that the flying mammal or the thing?
Yeah, the flying mammal. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
With the things that are the worst enemies in video gaming. That's why she got it for me, because I complain about them all the time.
I know bats and getting over it.
Oh.
I don't know of any other video game bats. But anyways, both players have started.
I can mention so many of them. They added them to the expansion to Risk of Rain 2. That kind of is like... And they like hit like a frickin' truck.
Alejo has a
worst enemies.
line dependency. He's able to fill it out on the left side there.
We get another Tetris here. Just going to pull within about 21,000 points of Draco. Colin says I have 1 stuffed animal, and it's a squishmallow because that's the only thing able to support my big head.
Alejo had a Tetris crater there, but is burning it down.
Yes. Doesn't look like the ideal start for Alejo, and Draco, of course, taking advantage of that. Almost 3 Tetrises ahead here. And just take a look at Storman's setup for a second. That's an NES controller taped down to a wooden board of some
Not just
kind.
any wooden board. That is a backgammon board, right?
Is it?
Wait, no.
I can't.
don't.
It's at
it's
an angle.
some-
I can't really tell.
It's some kind of board game board, and he he's had it every time I've seen him at live events. It's very cool.
Yeah. I mean, you
Like
want
Noel.
you want your comfortable setup.
Yeah,
Nice
and
guy here
actually,
today.
table height makes a difference for tapping. So if you have your own table that you always set at the same height as the chair you're using, then that helps the consistency of feeling, at least. Although how much of a difference that makes, who knows? But it's what's comfortable.
Draco with a pretty good lead here, 217 to 157 in the early going as Alejo trying to build a Tetris and gets it in column 8, and that's going to be a clean well transfer as well. Very
Ooh, yeah,
nice.
Tetris. Very nice
Colin.
Tetris in the video game of Tetris.
Yes. Colin agreeing with that being a backgammon board. So
All right.
there we go. Alejo with another Tetris. And Draco just holding the pace here, 287 halfway through 18.
Oh yeah, both players looking nice right now.
Which is good for Draco, because Draco's got the lead.
Mhm.
Alejo needs to hope for a slowdown on the left side to be able to catch up.
Both players looking nice. Both fits looking very casual.
Intentional
Although
setup
some
there.
misdrops on Alejo's side.
Yeah, the square, I don't know if that was a misdrop or just didn't have anywhere to put it, but I feel like the other one on the right side was an intentional tuck setup. And Draco going to score another Tetris. Draco's got some pretty good pace here, threatening 600k. Let's see if that comes to fruition with that misdrop, make it a little harder.
Alejo burns clean with that. Looking for something for the left side, maybe. Maybe gonna form a left well. Just no, I'm gonna put that line there. Got the line, gonna put it there.
Yeah,
And
time for the S, but places it flat like you're supposed to.
Draco with some holes in the stack.
Yeah, this is 18-1 right now. B-type. Not the type of board you want when you're not playing B-type.
These types of
Just gonna
boards
burn
you
that
can get if you're worried about trying to dig efficiently with this type of board. It's easy to try and look at everything at once and just not make a decision in time and make another misdrop. But looks like Norman looks like Draco here is just dinging it down nice and easy. Knows he has that good pace that he can rely on to get this down and not top out.
But Alejo is catching up, 418 to 355. And Alejo has been clean this whole time in scoring.
Draco gets it all the way down, just like that. When you get the good pieces, it comes down real quick like that.
Also noticing pushdown points from Draco.
Ooh.
So Draco 8 lines ahead after that dig. There's a Tetris for Alejo. And King bar for Norman. Oof.
Can that tap?
Oh, absolutely. You can get over that. There you go.
Oh, there we go. Can that tap?
Score
Good
Tetris.
grammar, me.
455 for Draco, 426 for Alejo as we're getting very close to transition. There's another Tetris as Alejo running into problems now.
Alejo has that rolling ability, yeah.
Well,
But still rough stuff for Alejo here near transition.
This is going to be difficult to clean out. And I certainly don't think it's going to happen in time for the transition, especially if these pieces just getting worse and worse. 527 for Draco has a pretty good lead here, so Alejo's got to get out of this and is in transition now. 438 doesn't get the square over, which probably means
Oh, that's not happening.
GG. Draco
Alejo's
takes game
got
number 1.
Game number 2 in 2-1. Tetris.
There we go. All right.
Cole says the 1.2 I saw in person was cheated.
Absolutely, yes.
For a second, I thought
impressive.
for a second I thought Draco was playing on 19 there. I said, oh, hold up, wrong level, but no, pushing down.
Yeah. Speed is from those pushdown points, which he's got a lot of already. 72 and counting.
Meow. Look at those pieces fall.
He's got the zoomies this game.
I sense a new rivalry brewing. I don't like making rivals because I just, they get really sad when I beat them, So, Cole, I wouldn't do that to yourself. You don't want to make an enemy of me.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to play Cole in the next next season of Gold's TNT, so... Gonna be a rough season.
Okay, fine. I'll spare you the wasted time of losing. All right, sounds good, bro.
86k for Draco, 35,000 for Alejo. Is going to get another Tetris here. It's actually not that
Players have
far
a
off
big
base.
drought.
Yeah. Oh, well, that square got early shifted over to the right.
Looks like both players simultaneous kind of misshifts there.
Whoa, 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 whoa. That is classic Tetris rating with a party of 97.
97, not even 3 digits.
It feels bad.
No, that's ridiculous. 97 people. Holy crap, dude.
Thank you very
Welcome,
much,
guys.
Class Tetris. There were 2 events going on that channel today, one of which I believe was was it the Midwest Qual? I don't remember what the other one was, though, but they were happening simultaneously.
Oh, three pieces in a row for both players there. Well, they're playing the same piece sets, right? So both players just got 3 S's or Z's in a row.
Yeah, Deathmatch Monthly was the other event. So Draco has a lead at the moment, but you take pace into account, it's not that big. Another Tetris for Draco. There's Tetris
What?
for Leo.
Cobalt says, OMG, the famous Rens. Hi, you're a household name here in Bangladesh for your Tetris commercials? Many people
Sure.
here don't know you by name, so they call you the Tetris Goblin. But be assured that's a term of endearment. Thank you.
We'll go with that. 220 for Norman, 185 for Lejo. As we are halfway through 18, on average anyway. Of course, all this pushing down for Draco is giving him a 10-line advantage, but not necessarily a score advantage. I feel like that's evened out at this point. A little dig here for Aleo. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. Don't use a long... Oh, I used a long bar for it.
Draco had a really interesting touch situation. Oh, gets 3 squares in a row with no place to put them, but gets the pieces to burn out of it.
And he's
so
like, yeah,
quick.
sure. That's Tetris. Okay, whatever.
Whatever, man. You get 3 squares, burn 6 lines, whatever, dude. You'd probably burn 6 lines somewhere else anyways.
The good thing is he's laughing about it, so always good to see players enjoying themselves.
Alejo
even
just
when
got
it's
the
bad.
3 squares.
Yeah. Did a
So-
little better with them. Gets a Tetris on the end of it.
Yeah, so as commentators, we should watch out, try not to give Alejo any advantages here.
Another Tetris for Alejo. There's a Tetris for Draco, who's up by almost 100,000 points. The lead has actually grown.
Insane. Alejo
Saram-
with J dependency.
Sir Omnia says if Stormin loses the match, he has to shave his head. I don't think we have that kind of stipulation here in the Mega Masters. I mean, it is technically Mega Masters Deathmatch, so the loser dies. So, I mean, you can do whatever you want after that, right? So,
Yeah, if you misdrop a square in Masters, that square will squish you in real life. It'll
Yes.
fall on your head.
you
Okay,
misdrop it
Norman
on
up
your
high.
own head. Oh, but this is bad. Gets a long bar. Is going to be able to burn with a J, but doesn't even do that. And now that will not burn, so it's time for some digging. And this is Alejo's opportunity to even this up before transition. It's currently down by 80,000 points and has 8 lines in hand. And Norman not getting the best piece out of this, and with transition right around the corner, oh, puts the long bar where the square could have gone. Oh, that hurts to watch.
Yeah, gonna be digging up here, going into transition. Has a good kind of bowl looking setup here. It's probably gonna be fine. Yeah, gets good pieces. Needs to get something over to the left. Gets it over.
No problem for Draco.
Well open. Where's the bar? You have to take
Not
a
waiting
triple.
for it.
Yep. You get out of a dig, you want to
There
get
it
that
is.
Tetris so bad, but gotta take the burns as well.
Gets a Tetris. 490 for Draco. 421 for Alejo, who is now 17 lines back and is going to go into transition right now at 440, mid 440s, which is only about 10,000 back from where
Draco high right
Draco
now.
was.
Draco with a dangerous stack.
Oh boy.
Oh,
That's not going to go
that's
over.
not
That's
gonna
going
be
to
able to get over.
So we have a chase down situation for Alejo. 492, 360 is the score to beat.
Alejo with a mini dirty Tetris.
Can line this out, but also if the cards line up, you could just get a dirty Tetris down the middle, and Alejo is good for game
Another
number
one.
2.
And another one.
GG.
All right. Putting in that 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Here we go. Just another reminder, we still got 16 contribution codes. Wouldn't it be awesome to get those all used today? If you can press a button, go to !Matcherino to get into the prize pool. Even if you're listening on YouTube, imagine this will be up before the end of the month. So you could have a chance to get into the prize pool as well. Check out the Matcherino link. Contribute to that prize pool. Give our winning players a good earned payday. If we get up to, I believe it is $5,000, we pay out the top 16, which for a 64-person tournament is not bad. Early days on 18, Norman getting the Tetrises, and Alejo will get one as well.
Draco fills the square hole with squares. Very nice stuff.
It's almost like they belong there.
Mm.
Alejo's trying really hard not to make this stack any worse than it is, but it's just not getting the long bar for the left. Gonna have to enter a bit of a dig here. This is Draco's chance to take a big early lead.
But Alejo's not giving much of that chance. Although, oh yeah, look at that adjustment there from Alejo. Setting up for kind of a, what looked like it was going to turn into a T-spin, but it's burning out of that. Could almost set up dirty here. Yep, home two. Or, last minute takes the adjustment, takes the double.
I really liked how Alejo solved that T-spin.
Yeah.
Like that was a really pretty solve with
And
putting
look at that
the
adjustment for the long
opposite
bar as
SC
well.
next to each other.
Yeah, if you keep the bottom of that, if you keep the bottom of whatever you have covered up flat, then it burns away like that really nicely. I don't know what I just said. I'm trying to say something that I don't really understand. Anyways, 235 for Draco, 132
works.
for Alejo.
Luigi,
Thanks
thanks
for the follow.
Yeah, we do have a stretch goal at 10,000 for a hot tub stream. But, I mean, who's going to donate that much? I mean, seriously, who wants to see Vandweller not jump? There's a line spin from Draco.
Someone call Line Spin Media. Oh my gosh. Line Spin in Tetris. You saw it, guys.
Absolutely. Bunch of line spins here in round 0. Always a pleasure to see. And bang Tetris, Draco still with a pretty big lead here.
Alejo had a nice T
307.
placement there for the, because he knew that J dependency could be filled with the coming J. Great adjustments.
330 to 227. 7-line difference, so it's still a lead for Draco. Pretty big one, too, to be honest, this early. Well, halfway through 18. Oh, that
Draco
L!
with the home.
Got the long bar, though, to bring this down, so Draco will be all right. But this will cost some pace, and it's Alejo's opportunity to get back into this. Especially because it looks like that Stormin is storming to the bottom of the stack with this down stack here.
All right, has a lot of hole on that.
Oh, I thought
Has a lot of weight on that hole. Doesn't have a lot of hole on that weight, but has a lot of weight on that hole.
yeah, it's be weird to have holes on the weight.
That fast
I'm
tap.
not quite sure how you even do that.
That fast tap from Draco was game changing.
Yeah.
Look at that.
All right, Norman going to be set up for Dirty Tetris in a moment. Probably doesn't want to do it with the long bar.
Mm-hmm. Now set up. Takes a double.
Where is the long bar? There it is.
Vallejo getting that dependency on the left side filled. With,
Got another
by
one over
creating
there.
another with creating another dependency. That's what happens when you have the kind of alternating LJ dependencies.
I don't think that's where he wanted to put that T. Because it did create a dependency, but the dependency does get solved. And Draco's really doing a good job of not losing too much pace here.
T-spin setup.
Yeah, that
Look at
T-spin
that.
was fantastic. We get the double thumbs up for that.
Double thumbs up.
Love it.
Hands off. No hands, mom. Look, no hands on the controller.
Alejo in a bit of a situation. Just when you thought that Alejo might get back into this. A little bit of disaster striking. Puts the long bar over to the left.
Draco, don't fly too close to the sun there.
Yes. Down to the bottom right now. 492. Much different situation from the last game. Towards transition. Alejo's 12 lines back.
Ooh.
And back by
Alejo.
about 88,000 points. So it's a one Tetris pace lead, but Alejo also in a bit of trouble too. So, this is starting to look bad for Alejo. Needs to get some big
Parody
pieces
kind
here.
of suffered there for a bit.
Looks like Alejo will get the right pieces to get out of this before transition. 523 is going to be Draco's transition score. Bang Tetris for Alejo, who probably had a chance for that about 10 lines ago, but no such now. Just going to take a few burns as
Keep the
Draco's
stack.
at 20.
Yep, keeping the stack looking a bit nicer going into level 19 now. With that
There it is.
Tetris transitions with 461.
461. Norman in trouble, needs a long bar. Oh, it doesn't get the spin. Was going for the spin there to try to resolve that, and now things are getting out of control. Gets a piece over to the left, but nothing. These pieces are
That's
Kaka.
yeah.
541, 700. We have another chase down situation for Alejo, who nailed it the first time around. Let's see if he can do it again. It's a bit of a bigger chase down.
Yeah,
Just on the
542.
edge of lining out. Like, you would not
What?
want to line out this whole thing, I don't think. There's a
Uh,
Tetris.
No, you could.
You could, but I don't know if I'd want to line out for, like, 7 levels. That's, like... That's a lot of anxiety right there.
Yeah, in these chase down situations when you feel comfortable on 19, it's just it's nice feeling you can take triples like that. You just saw him take the triple and the double right there. Just no need to play high. But
And
can
here's exactly
comfortably set
why
up.
you would try to line out rather than get it done quickly, is because if you make a mistake while you're lining out, you're usually really low on the stack and can fix it really quick. And that's exactly what Alejo's doing. Still has about 15,000 points to complete this chase down. Call it 542 is the goal.
Yep.
And is going to try to get it done with 4 lines.
Set up for the Tetris.
There it is. Bang Tetris, Alejo up 2-1.
156, that's going to do it. 556, excuse me. 156 would be a really low score at this
Yeah.
level.
That would be rage inducing if I had that score at 23.
What's the min out for this level?
Oh, I have no idea.
Well, Draco had a line spin to Tetris and we both missed it?
I caught a line spin.
Oh, yeah. Both players with the readies. Let's get the countdown going. 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Game number 4 on the way.
Everyone chilling till 1D Tetris.
Oh.
What the frick?
And just as a bit of a heads up, if you're not paying attention to the Discord, the community tournaments have begun for the month of April. Check those out. Get a lot of long bars to start this game.
Thanks to a follow escape.
Welcome in, welcome in.
I feel like sometimes you get games where you have a lot of long bars, but you feel like it's just a normal game. And other games where you feel like it's a normal game, and you get very few long bars, but just always at the right time. It's weird like that.
Yeah, I remember having this conversation yesterday where, like, the pacing of the long bars matters. Like, if you get 3 long bars in a row, yeah, the number goes up, but, you know, you certainly don't feel like you got 3 long bars.
Yeah, unless you're set up for 3 Tetrises, you can't use them.
Yeah.
All right, both players looking nice right now.
Yeah, good scores, close game. Of course, Alejo 1 game away from making it the 5th straight upset here in round 0. At least by qualifier score. I'm not sure I'd be calling Tetris Timers Yepper a upset. But yeah, Yepper was the number 51 seed. Tetris Time was the number 78 seed. So by seed, it was an upset. Buying Tetris for Alejo. This is a less than 500 point game. Kinda neck and neck.
It's less than 500 points, but is it less than 600 points, guys?
It's not anymore because there's a Tetris for Draco.
Yeah, it's definitely less than 600.
Don't think that's how math works, but another Tetris for Draco and set up for another one like right away. Alejo will get it first. Bit of a weird spot for that Z, but turns out with the 1 line.
Monthly Tetris in the chat says, "Hello, friends. Unfortunately, Costco parking lot was too full, so we went home without Costco items.
Oh, man.
I'm really sorry to hear that."
Frenchie is going to be
Monthly
so
Tetris.
disappointed. Like, we were looking forward to the cookies and the tea and the juice boxes, and now we're not getting any of it. Ugh.
Eric, I absolutely agree. This is a problem with our car-centric infrastructure. These are the conversations we need to be having right now.
I do think that Vandy's going to need to check the sub count because I'm pretty sure if we're not at 400 already, we're pretty darn close, considering we've got 80 plus gifted subs today. Like, it's just been insane. Tetris for Alejo.
Can we talk about Draco's pace here? Oh, well.
Yeah, we can. Like 353 through 74 lines, it's threatening 600. That's pretty good pace.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm bad at 18, but I think that's really nice stuff from Draco right now.
Absolutely. I have gotten 1 600k pace ever. A little bit of a weird setup for Alejo.
Yeah, I think that was
Has no
intentional.
more burns. No more burns available. This is big trouble. And these pieces are worse, and that's going to be an early
doesn't
top.
get it.
And Alejo will hand Draco game number 4, and that means we are going back to the fridge. I think Frenchie used the word slosh earlier. We might be sloshed by the end of this, drinking all this D-cider.
Alrighty, let's get
Pounded that jug of milk. Look at that.
holy frick. D-cider countdown of 5 with a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
The Draco milk strats. Yes, indeed.
Oh yeah, I couldn't really do that. I'm lactose intolerant.
I could do that. I just choose not to.
Literally drinking animal products on stream. Can't believe it. Your moral reprehensibility has just gone through the roof, man.
Yes. Exactly. All right. So which one of these players will be advancing through round 1 to face Panic Portal? A couple of Tetris on the board, and currently it's a 51-point lead for Storm and Norman.
Oh. Kinda not fun pieces right now for Draco, but that L is gonna help.
Yeah, but placing that long bar over the hole on the right, that's something I try to avoid just because how many lines you have to burn from that? 4, turns out. That's a lot of lines to burn.
Yeah, but usually when I try and do that, when I try and avoid that, I just get into something worse. But Draco doing nice right now.
I think someone's putting the milk back.
Oh no.
Is that what's happening?
I mean, oh yes, do that.
Oh, that's
Why
a
did I say oh
pantry
no?
now.
What the frick?
102 for Draco, 100,000 for Alejo. This is neck and neck.
Draco plugs up the line dependency on the left side. Just gonna take some burns here.
Yeah, it's gonna be a number of burns.
Australian tuck setup. What is this? Okay. Gets
Wow,
the
okay.
L piece.
You gonna put that in column 1? No. Chooses not to go for the column 2 Tetris setup. And we'll get the left well instead.
Josh Tolles would be disappointed, but but Draco is nice and clean now. Look at that. Not as many burns as you'd think for a stack that was looking way more hairy just a bit ago.
Yep. Gonna have to take some burns there because the squares are everywhere. But we'll score the Tetris here to take the lead, 165 to 153. But this time, Alejo's got some lines in hand to take the lead. Should he be able to find some Tetrises here? He's just been doing a lot of burning off that double and triple well. We'll get the Tetris. Yes. All right, so Draco, a very slight lead, not even a full Tetris, not even half a Tetris.
Hi, Takabi. Thank you for the follow.
Good clean stacks. Nice key tuck there for Draco.
Very cool.
Another Tetris for Leo. But Storm and answering right back. He's got a lead, 24,000 points at the moment. They have to take a burn there, but does get the Tetris. Where's the long bar for Alejo? There it is. Tetris for Alejo.
Both players just got a few long bars right there and then, using same piece sets, of course.
Alejo's about 4 lines back at the moment. Of course, we've seen Draco pressing down quite a bit this set. Adjustment there to allow the J to go flat. I like that. And then improving parity too. This is some good stacking from Draco right now. Double well set up for Alejo. Needs a long bar here. Where is the long bar?
Both players getting droughted, looks like.
Yeah, it looked like a long
Draco
drought.
gets the bar.
And there it is for Alejo.
Alejo uses that bar as well for the Tetris.
Should get this one as well. There it is. Bang Tetris. 399 for Draco. 356 for Alejo, who's kind of slipping a little bit. Only back by about a Tetris and a half to 2 Tetrises.
But this is the decider.
Yes.
Every Tetris counts.
It's the last chance. Draco would love a J right now. Is not getting it. It's going to have to put a hole in the stack. So this is Alejo's chance to get back in the lead. Before transition hits. Oh, look at that. Tetris for Draco, and it's going to minimize the number of burns that he needs. It gets a perfectly timed long bar to fill a dependency with a thumbs up. Bang Tetris.
3 bars in a row for both players.
Yeah, that is a possible thing that can happen in this game.
Here it is for Alejo, gets the setup and the Tetris with those 3 bars.
Yeah, I also saw a nod from him as well. So, 474 for Draco, 450 for Alejo. Bang Tetris for Draco. Draco's board, though, not looking all that great.
Has a line dependency there. Just gonna take the double doubles. It's just a double and single. Really not that bad.
Alejo really would like to get Tetris ready. Gets the Aki bar. And gets the Tetris. Look at how close this is. 4,000 points. 1 Tetris before transition. Draco will Tetris into transition at 526 and gets another one on top of that. Alejo will get the Tetris as well. 522. A 4,000 point game at transition. In the decider. Another close decider.
Draco gets a Tetris. Is into level 20 now. Now the scaling will play a factor here. Every Tetris that continues increasing is that this sentence is not going to end well.
Feel like
someone in chat can explain scaling, but
yeah.
basically
Oh,
as the
Alejo with
game
a couple bad
progresses-
misdrops. He's going to get a triple to bring this down, but Alejo going to be able to recover this? I'm feeling a lot of panic from Alejo right now. And
Oh,
Alejo's just
Alejo
going to
tries to
burrito
switch to
dad top
rolling.
out at 562. And Draco will avoid the upset and will take the set 3-2. GG. Oh, that was just an unfortunate finish from Alejo.
Leo tried to switch to rolling at the very end there, but couldn't make the switch in time.
Indeed. So we'll watch him play this out real quick if he so chooses. I mean, this is certainly max out pace. Oh, well. Commentator's curse. Unless he's trying to build dirty, which, you know,
Do it.
gets the dirty.
Do it for the linesman media.
Yes.
Do it for the Vine.
See if you can take this to the bank as we'll get ready for Kira and Matt Martin.
Yep. And Pumpy, is Pumpy still slotted after me?
I don't know. I haven't seen it. No one has
go.
seen the schedule. You just gave the entire chat massive spoilers.
Oh, frick.
It's okay.
What? I didn't know it was a surprise.
Yeah, we didn't announce any of them. No one knew who was going to be on here.
Oh. Wow, so is the person who slotted after me still here? Because I have to
Yeah,
go soon.
I have a feeling that he's still here.
Alright.
Oh, that misdrop's totally going to end the max out attempt for Draco, unless he's got 29. Oh, is he doing this? He's doing this. Hold on, but let's not write this off just yet.
Go. Give him the bar.
Bang,
Yes!
865 into 27.
Doable.
There it is, 900.
Good LPs.
3 Tetrises remaining.
Go.
Bang, Tetris, 935. That square is very bad.
Oh!
And
Gotta build dirty.
Yeah, he's got to build dirty on the left, but he's...
Oh, it's not good.
Okay, he's building dirty there.
Feeling dirty here?
That's not good because he doesn't have it set up yet. Now he does. Oh, he gets the Tetris 972, but what can he do?
No way! Oh, no!
Oh. I feel like if he did that in a different order, he could have put the square on the right. But 978.
Yeah, game number 1. Here we go. Mega Masters Round 0, the final match of this Deathmatch stream. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Kira versus Matt Martin. Who knows? Who knows the playstyle? Who knows what's going to
And
happen?
very close PBs too. 1.24 for Kira, 1.29 for Matt. Matt looks like he's playing DAS currently.
Yeah, look like that, but I think look how elevated that controller is, right? Like that's, you know,
That's
probably
ready
like
to switch
a
over at any time.
Yeah, that's right.
Gonna tuck that T in, and players getting their first Tetris simultaneously. The fans love it.
Oh, great. And I mean, Matt's known for being one of the only vets, and I think he's a vet. You know, he's from 2019. I think that counts now.
Yeah.
To move from DAS to rolling and trying to experiment. Looks like he's opening DAS here, but who knows? We asked him right before what will you be. He said it'll be a secret. So.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
Kira choosing not to burn with the square. Oof, but oof.
works out
Gets
though.
the S instead.
The Tetris. There's Tetris from Matt. So Matt's slightly ahead in the lines here. But Kira very well built up for multiple Tetrises. Gets one there. And there's the others. Both players will score again. 118 for Kira, 116 for Matt. Neck and neck.
While we're in the early days here, there are coupon codes available on the Match Arena. 16 of them remaining. If we can get those wrapped up this weekend, you're like, what's a coupon code? Go in, click on the link in chat, use ! Match Arena. You log in with your Twitch or your Facebook or your MySpace or whatever, and you hit claim code. And there you go. Adds 25 cents to the price. Well, let's get all of those done. All 16 of those done.
Really nice. And like I did it yesterday, it's literally a one click after you log in. Once you log in, you just click the button, boom, 25 cents in the pool. That's it. You don't have to follow anyone for that. It's not like the sponsor quest. It's literally click a button, 25 cents. Boom. That
They are giving money away, right? And we're partner
and
platform with
there's
them.
one from Monthly Tetris. How about that?
If Monthly Tetris can do it, then you can do it. Look at that. Oh my word.
This game is so neck
So-
and neck. It's a one Tetris lead, but Matt's actually having to burn a little bit here as we're got some more coupon codes in, kind of like that. That one coming from
234 for
Blue.
Matt, 254 for Kira.
Kira getting up high though, but I've seen Kira escape worse than this.
Sounds like you've been on the receiving end of some.
I've watched a number of Kira matches. This is not comfortable territory, but familiar territory, and a lot of times it doesn't end in a top out. Look at that, vandweller.
Vandweller, thank you. And Matt, taking a look at that
Oh,
peak.
nice.
Oh, nice bar. If it doesn't burn smartly, right? Like, if you're a dumb player like me, you think that bar is going to burn something. Kira knew that that was a phantom burn, does not exist.
Yeah, I top out 100% of those.
Yep. You're like, oh, it's a bar. It's got to burn something,
no.
right?
And Kira is going to have top out here. She was so close to getting out of that dig. And that's going to hand game one over to Matt.
Calm down. Game number 2 here. Round 0 match between Kira and Matt. In 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And more coupon codes coming in. So if you're watching this on YouTube, not watching it live, first off, Pumpy loves you. Right? I really do. I was a YouTube
We
normie
all
back
love
in
you.
the day. So I was like, what's this thing, this YouTube thing? Right? And then I started watching on YouTube. It took forever for me to join the Twitch and the Discord audience, right? So maybe you're like me, right? But you can also contribute to the prize pool. There's sponsor quests available. Okay, come on, Kira, get out of this. I want to make my
Yes.
pitch. All right, there it goes. There's a Tetris. Whew,
Kira's
rough
okay.
seed
Nice
to
square
start.
burn there. That's the long bar into the square. That was pretty.
Really nicely done. And all right, both players chilling now. Hopefully the bars come soon. Yeah. RNG God saying, here you go, here you go. So if you're watching this on YouTube, there are also sponsor quests that you can click. They're little things like a tweet or follow, subscribe to someone on YouTube, right? That will also contribute to the prize pool for free. You don't have to do anything else.
Long bar dependency here for
Kira
Kira.
needs something to get out of this, though. Oh my.
Looks like she could get out of it here. Gonna get that long bar. If she can get another one, this will be a little safer to deal with. Can take the triple and will, and now probably is just gonna roof burn this. Very nicely done. And Kira, oh, look at that $20 contribution from Starlit Oath. Thank you so much.
Starlit Oath. What? Like, literally went from coupon code and said, you know what? This match is hype. We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
144.
96K for... Oh.
We were about to do the same thing at the same time. We're on the same wavelength. 167 for Matt, 119 for Kira. Early days of 18.
If you're a maniac like me and watched all the matches all weekend, maybe that's why. I think I'm getting my roncli sync on.
There you go.
Yeah.
Maybe
Roncli
Tetris getting
diffusion, osmosis, something like that.
Yeah, osmosis. Like, I said that, you know, the only reason that I've been getting better at Tetris over the last year and change is because I've been absorbing the souls of all the people that get killed on Deathmatch. That's how it works, right?
That's right. Yeah, I think it's something like that. I think Deathmatch has been going on for so long that it is such a pivotal part of what we do here. And I think the reason it is because everybody loves to go in and just it's that one time of the month, right at the beginning of the month now, and just start the month off right with a little game over, little death,
Matt getting into a little bit of a spot here. Kira currently with the lead, 214 to 206. And Matt will get clean and Tetris ready and bang it down. Good quick cleanup from Matt.
All right, come on. All these classic players are a little bit of masochists, right? Everyone's gonna top out at some point, right? We hope that it goes all the way
the
to
square
transition.
hang!
And Kira
in trouble.
No! I want to make a joke! No!
What goes left? Nothing goes left. We have a chase down situation. 240, 920 is the score to beat. Matt is not quite ready to do that either.
Ooh, same series that.
All right, and that long bar will help. Call it 241 is what you need. A double should do it, and it does. Matt will take game number 2.
Just like that, Matt in the
Oh.
driving seat for this match. Kira, unfortunate early top outs here. Counting down game and number 3 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris?
Question mark?
Tetris?
All right.
Lighten the mood a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think what you said applies to what I've been seeing from the play from the left side is just play a little safer. Take the burns earlier. Do not trust the game's RNG. Once you start trusting the game's RNG, that's when it bites you in the butt.
And like it's gonna be the same either way. Just yeah. I think you're right.
Great
The RNG
adjustment from Kira there, putting the L all the way to the left so that the long bar that came after it roof burned that L off. I love that adjustment. That's probably the best adjustment I've seen all weekend.
I gotta say, I love in between the games here, Matt in chat saying to Kira, "You got this."
Yeah.
Right? I mean, if stuff like that didn't happen, I'd be out of this community, right? I just
Yeah.
would, right?
This
I just would. I'd be
community
like,
loves
I'll do
each
something
other.
else with my time.
So awesome to see.
Yeah, it really is. 71,000 for Matt, 57,000 for Kira.
Yeah, not the hottest start for either player. Matt just slightly better here. Wait for a long bar for Kira. It should be coming soon, right? There it is. Bang Tetris for Kira. And another Tetris for both players. Yeah, I feel like a lot of the seeds this weekend have been lies.
Yeah. I got that feeling too.
Oh no.
Come on.
Long bar needed here. Cannot burn anything. Yeah, it doesn't. Only burns a line, so we're in a big situation.
Nice
Getting
but
good pieces
double.
so far. I like that. Can the J go over? It does.
Yeah,
And
don't
Kira
wait for the bar. Smart.
flat burns the one, flat burns another, and waits to get a good burn. Still doing flat burns. And this is just a very good dig from Kira with a triple. Can get the long bar to fill over there, and everything should be fine now.
Very patient. Nicely done. And opens up the well. 213 for Matt. 129. Check that 152 for Kira.
Indeed. So both boards looking pretty good here. Bang Tetris for Matt's got a 100,000 point lead. It's still early on 18 though. Anything can happen. Another Tetris for Kira. Yeah, I think a lot of us were sweating there. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. Like, well, now that maybe a little less sweating, what else is gonna go on with Mega Masters this month?
Yeah,
Do you
I
have
feel
any
like
idea?
I feel like we may see a round 0 or make it to round 2. I feel like at least one will.
Yeah, round 2. I think that's something we will probably see.
Kira doing a lot
All
of
right,
flat burns
Kira
here.
holding out major vits, like general vits there.
Major bits, general bits, corporal bits.
All right, and does
Yes.
get a and nice adjustment for that piece. Matt's going through something a little bit here too. 358 from Matt.
Yeah, he got a pair of triples there, which
194.
is pretty efficient for the burn down. But currently,
So we're gonna
Matt is
have,
well ahead.
Yeah, pacing a little bit here once again. We'll have 16 brackets to be scheduled. They're all colors. All the colors that you see on the bracket are going to be scheduled with the players, and then we'll do round 1 and round 2 and 16 individual streams on this channel, or hopefully 16. We'll break it up if I absolutely have to.
Yep.
And then we'll have the last weekend of April. Go ahead and mark your calendar, right? You open your calendar this early in April. But that last weekend of April will be top 16 followed by top 8. I'm going to pull out all my hair at the beginning of the month. Vandy's going to pull out all something at the end of the month. So
Yeah, it's not hair, 'cause, you know.
425 or...
It's kind of like I say with the T-spins, one of the requirements for a T-spin is getting a T. You know, pulling out your hair, one of the requirements for that is having hair to pull out. Look at the setup for Kira. Got the column 2 ready to go. Ah, come on, game. Give her that long bar.
Yeah, that column 2 is vicious. It's probably the worst column in the game
There
to have
it
it
is.
well.
Bang Tetris.
But-
We're approaching transition here. 495 for Matt, 340 for Kira. Set up again, and it's probably just going to burn out that last line and
Yeah.
get this back over to the right before 19. Good, safe play. And fourth.
Love the ran towards transition with this one.
Yep. Matt going
Yeah.
for a column 6. Oh, this doesn't look good, though. This is getting high.
Uh-oh.
Does get the long bar, and we'll get the Tetris to bring this down, but he waited a while for that one. Kira in trouble.
Kira now, the same series.
But getting great pieces. Did a very good job putting the J the correct way.
Really only
And
has...
Longbar will get the Tetris into transition. Has some work to do, but 395 will be the transition score. And now let's see what happens post. Matt continuing on deaths. That earns nothing. Oh, that looked like Kira was not quite ready for that. But it turns out okay. This is an excellent dig from Kira. Kira only down by 130,000. I think it was worse than that a little earlier. He's going to get a Tetris here. Matt having a bit of a struggle trying to open up. Oh, that's a bad
the
misdrop from
early
Matt, but
death
he
load.
really got that fixed quick.
Could have
That
been
was-
disaster. Still rocking this center well. Hasn't been able to transfer it over. Kira
Kira
now with
in
the bar
trouble.
dependencies.
There's the long bar. Bang Tetris going to need to do something about this left side. Has a
Bar
dirty
always
well
helps
set
below
up.
that left side.
It
looks
doesn't
very
go.
inaccessible. It hangs.
Kira will top out, and Matt will hold on. And we'll
Oh,
take the
no.
set 3-0.
GG's. Kira, thank you so much for playing. I know that was tough there, the left side. Right, that S gets over, right? And then the bar can get over a little bit more, and then,
Yeah.
you know, you can see the way out of it with what's on the board. You can see the strategy, but just one tap short.
Indeed. Well, Matt's
Oh,
going to
neat.
call it there. And GG's. It's great to have you both play today. Great to have everyone play today. Great to have everyone here. Great to have all the co-commentators here. Pumpy, especially if everything you've been doing behind the scenes for you to even be here. I mean, you were putting together a different tournament in the middle of us, too. So
Yeah.
go ahead.
It was kind of insane. I probably shouldn't have, but you know, it is what it is.
But you did.
And
What is
thank
this?
you, Roncli, for
Purple.
you've been rock solid, right? You know, I don't know how many frames did you drop all weekend. Put in chat how
Oh,
many
I-
frames did Roncli drop all weekend?
I didn't even notice. I
Put your
really
put your
don't look
guess
at
in.
that. I didn't see
I
yesterday.
would be surprised if it's like more than 2. Like it's been rock solid all weekend. So
Frames drop 0.
except for that,
I
yeah,
did
we had
skip
that
some
little
frames
bit-
due to rendering lag.
Oh, okay, all right.
But I mean,
So
you know, it happens.
okay. Well,
My
yeah,
computer likes
yeah.
to choke. We'll watch Matt play this out here, but kind of going to be a little rough. He's going to have to switch grip if he wants to max this out, I think. Yeah, Tetris there. We did see 3 max outs today, too. And one of them was in the same match. Won the same game.
Yeah, the 1.1 and max out in the same game.
Level 30?
Round 0. Round
zero.
0. Right? Like, these are the best players in the world. I'm sorry. These are the best players in the world, right? They are. And they're all playing right here.
Oh!
And
And that is a Le Captanar. That is a Le Captanar grift shift right there.
Oh, my.
Sorry, Cap. That was an excellent grip shift. That just did not work.
Let's get the countdown. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So if you're just tuning in, this is Classic Tetris Monthly, Mega Masters Round 0, Coal Bucket 2 on the left, Poopy Old Hag on the right. Round 0 determines who's going to go on to Round 1, obviously. The Round 1 contender after this match will be Dog playing Tetris, so definitely a pretty hard path for either of these players. And now that we're started, maybe I should thank some of the people that have been, raiding and cheering and whatnot. Well, I say people. There's a couple. So we got a raid from Unoriginal Name for your party of 3, which is, as we know, the minimum amount for it to be called a party. So thank you very much for that raid, and thanks to Ivan Lichkov for the 100 bits cheer, keeping Tetris alive. Okay, so Poopy's set up a line dependency and a kind of elevated burn, turning it into, oh, very nice, turning it into a J burn and an align burn. So, maybe not the best for efficiency, but she is Tetris ready and gets the Tetris. And we are not playing the same piece sets, unfortunately, so players will not be receiving the same pieces, but, it will average out over a best of 5. But you may expect to see some slightly differing paces. Poopy also playing Das, so we've got a kind of Das still being alive situation here versus Cole, who you can see is rolling. So perhaps, I don't know, perhaps a favourite, but then, Das players tend to be pretty good in competition, so we'll see. Cole with the PB. So Cole's still a roller, but the recorded PB at least is only a 1.1. A high 1.1, but a 1.1. So perhaps we're not looking at kill screen rolling this game, or significant kill screen rolling. So Poopy definitely in with a chance. Poopy with the higher PB, although the lower 19 PB. Both 1.1s, mind. Some nice tuck setups happening on Poopy's side. Just needs that L to complete the sequence, and there it is. Takes a double burn. Now waiting for the line. 324,000 on Cole's side, 248,000, and waiting for a line on Poopy's side. There's the line, 270,000. So Cole has started to get a bit of a lead, but hard to say how that's going to continue without same piece sets, so we don't know if that's necessarily because of better efficiency or just a better piece distribution. That said, Cole playing very well. Some good stacking. Nice high stacks, keeping everything under control. Taking burns when necessary. Oh, nice last second adjustment there from Poopy to burn that kind of line off. Seeing the L and the J. I think it was that? Something like that. And there's the Tetris. So Poopy's still about sort of 80,000 points behind though. And Cole with a pretty amazing pace actually. 444,000 through 89 lines. Ooh, gets perfect pieces to accomplish that burn and restore parity to the stack. Look at that. Really couldn't have asked for much better there. And another square just when he needs it. Could do with a J now to fill out that left. And there you go, gets a line for the Tetris, a J to fill it out, and another line to become Tetris ready again. 491,000 through 99 lines. So there we go, just passing the 100 line mark and passing the 500k mark. Like Poopy's pace pretty good too. Like, I mean, definitely looking at a decent 500k transition, but although Cole with a little bit of burning to do that, like burns it off of a Tetris and then gets the J to burn off that double. Cole with some amazing pace right now, definitely looking at a 600k transition, and definitely what you want to start off with for the first game. And another Tetris for Cole, 630,000 points, and still building. Like, can you imagine? There are 2 potential Tetrises before the transition. There's one, 653,000 points, and Poopy also at 600k transition pace. So there's one for Poopy, 596. There's the other. Poopy transitions at 620. Cole transitions at 677. So we're seeing insane paces, game 1 paces, and we're not even on same piece sets. So this really speaks to the skill of both players. And Poopy carrying on, Tetrising away. Same thing with Cole. Neither player really letting up. Oh, lovely key tuck there from Poopy. Takes the necessary burns. Is Tetris ready? Waiting for that line. L goes all the way left. Kind of getting a bit droughted now. This is unfortunate. There we go. Line finally comes for Poopy. 677. Cole at 715. Another Tetris for Poopy, 707, so not too far behind. But Cole with the definite lead and with the rolling, so it could be interesting. Oh, aggressive setup from Cole, lovely tuck. I say aggressive, maybe not that aggressive when you have rolling, but he's getting pretty high up. And yeah, gonna have to take that split double and burn off. Oh no, choosing to build a Tetris on top of row 3 here. Kind of really wants to maintain that pace, and does so, gets that Tetris, and then uncovers the holes in the stack, takes the double, and now we're back again with the right side well. And really nice looking stack from both players right now. Poopy hitting that spin. Gonna have to take those burns, unfortunately, but gets the line, gets the Tetris. 781 for Poopy, but Cole now over 100,000 points ahead of 894. Oh, misses the line spin, unfortunately, but still gets the Tetris. And has now got a hole to burn out. And a lot of weight on top of it, in fact. Oh, nice little kind of tuck there. Delayed tuck with the line. Oh, and another nice tuck again with the, what was that, a Z piece. And looks like, yeah, Cole is keeping up that aggression. Gonna go for another row 3 Tetris, gets it, and continues to build. Oh, Poopy's board looking a little bit messy now. Gonna have to burn that out. Really wants another line. Does get it. But there's a lot to burn out now. Oh, perfect pieces just there. Although, oof, this is tough for Poopy, but she's doing it. Oh, that J didn't have the dash to get it all the way left. But then the line comes and saves the day. And the L, and yeah, looking, still needs a few select pieces to burn this down, but really suffering in pace, whereas Cole is already maxed out. A47 at level 27 for Cole. And Poopy knows what she has to do, and is building for it, but the RNG not really providing right now. Oh, manages to quick tap that line over, but doesn't get the square, but doesn't get the line. And that is going to be it for Poopy, topping out at 858. Cole's still going at B23. Like, is this going to be a PB for Cole? Remember, the recorded PB, Cole's recorded PB is a 1.1. So there we go, 1.2. A PB for Cole, and still going. Wow. Oh, building for the Tetris as well. I want to see this. Just keep going. Like, this is some amazing play from Cole. Clearly been practicing. Another Tetris, C87. But can he get out of this? Gets that line all the way over. Gets that line all the way over. Oh, but then overshifts that J. C88. PB for Cole. 1.2889. What a game one. Like, great performances from both players, amazing paces, but Cole was just on an absolute tear. PB and comp, that's what you want to see. So, well, I say the heart, the dot, the win goes to Cole. Oh, and that part of the scene works, fantastic. So here we go, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Okay, Cole is off. Poopy's off. Here we go. Oh, it looks like the music's also off, so that's, I don't know, what other... I just don't want to pick the soundtrack that has all the words in it. Not into that one. Let's go this one. It's not this one, right? Ivan Lichkov saying, just sing. Nah, you don't want that. Okay, so pretty often when you get a hype game like that, it's followed by a less hype game. So let's see if Cole has what it takes to kind of shirk that frequent happening. I reckon he does. But let's see if Poopy has what it takes to take a game back. Ooh, kind of starting off. Oh, nice kind of. Oh, I like that like aggressive setup from Poopy to burn off with a line. Sorry, burn off with a line with a Tetris. I mean, he will be burning. She will be burning with a line. But oh, some dangerous quick taps, but it works out. Poopy gets the Tetris. Okay, it looks like Poopy's, I don't know, reading chat. Like, just concentrate on the Tetris. Don't worry about that. You can read it afterwards. Oh, Cole in trouble, actually. I was kind of concentrating on Poopy's screen. But needs an L to get out of that. Ah, the line will do. The line will do. And yeah, taking the safe option there. Could have... Ooh. And then needs another L, but again another line comes. Yeah. There was an option there to kind of get a Tetris, but it would have been pretty risky. And Cole was sensible. Wants to stay in the game. As if you've got some competent rolling, which looks like Cole really does. Like, clearly on the up. Cole's Tetris star on the up. Then you don't want to go out on these early stages. Okay, Cole waiting for a J, I guess. Or hits that line spin. It doesn't burn anything, but it's good to see it. I'm not sure if that was actually the best move, but who cares because it's a line spin. I'm sure Vandy would be proud. Interesting. Feels like Cole has been in more trouble this game than Poopy, but the scores don't tell the same story. With Cole still managing to maintain the lead, although it has a significant line lead as well. So Poopy ahead in pace. Assuming that she plays consistent and well from this point, which, you know, has been the case so far, so I don't see why that wouldn't continue to be the case. Oh, and a kind of nasty looking spire on Cole's side, and a T-spin in the middle of the stack, but doesn't get the T in time. It's just going to have to take these burns. Oh, building a very aggressive center-well dirty Tetris on Cole's side. Oh, but the misshift of that square is going to make things a little tough, and it is falling apart, and Cole is going to top out early. Score's identical. Just need one push-down point on Poopy's side, but she takes the Tetris instead, and Poopy is going to take game number 2. So unfortunately, as is often the case after a hype match with a PB and everything, we get an early top out. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Okay, so I think the adrenaline from that game 1 probably back down to normal levels now, or we hope. Oh, nice spin there, and a nice square as well to follow it from on Cole's side. Poopy ahead, 2 Tetrises already. Cole just getting droughted, waiting for those lines, and those lines not coming. Although, similar situation on Poopy's side for a little while. Although, yeah, gets a couple lines. Where are these lines on Cole's side? Finally a line comes. Jeez. Okay, RNG not the best right at the start of this game. Let's hope it doesn't continue that way for Cole. And that is kind of... Oh, that is unfortunate. That is kind of the danger when you're not playing the same piece sets. You know, if you get a bit unlucky, it can happen. So Scamper asking for the SPS is mandatory in Masters. Unfortunately, the tournament cart did not make it to Poopy's on time. So Poopy is using the original NES Tetris cart, and we're just making do. This has been cleared by Vandy, apparently. So... You know, if you've got your complaints, then issue them to Vandy. Not to me. Not to Poopy, not to Cole. This is entirely Vandy's fault. Or Vandy and the New Zealand Postal Service. A definitely nicer looking start on Cole's side. Poopy just looking good all these games. Scamper9's got his pen primed and ready to write the strongly worded letter of complaint. Oh, kind of I don't know if that was a misflip on Cole's side with that Z. We don't know, Ivan. The post service in Old Zealand might be fantastic. Maybe that's one of those things that didn't carry over into New Zealand. Oh, Poopy narrowly avoiding a misshift there with that S. Does have a spire, but gets the line to knock down the Tetris and kind of restore parity to stat. Lovely tuck there as well, actually. Poopy keeping things under control. Okay, yeah, Sonny pointing out Old Zealand is in the Netherlands, so it's probably pretty good there. Yes, it probably is. And you probably pay for it. As you should, you know. You know, common public infrastructure should be paid for by taxes, and, you know, taxes should be rated accordingly. I think quality of life in the Netherlands is rated pretty high, right? So, there you go. Anyway. You can cut that bit for YouTube. Okay, really nice games on both sides, especially on Poopy's side, actually. 409,000 through 91 lines. Another great pace. Again. And you've got to praise Poopy's consistency. That first game, both of them, remember, 600k transitions. Poopy playing DAS. And Cole kind of behind. So, oh, that's an unfortunate kind of sequence there for Cole. Although gets perfect pieces to burn it out with a single line. And you wouldn't even know it's happened. There's another Tetris. Cole looking good again. But yeah, still about kind of 50,000 points back or so from Poopy. Sunny with the premium chat. Love it. Dan V. Weller asking why they both seed 0. This is a round 0 game. These seeds are built into the graphic, and there are not custom graphics for every matchup in round 0, presumably because there are just too many. So this is what you get. Everyone is seed 0 at round 0. Sunny actually coming with the real facts. They both qualified with 6.9 million points. Okay, transition 619 for Poopy, another high 600k transition. 504 for Cole, both players Tetrising. Oh, lovely kind of sequence there for Poopy. Taking the burns, getting the Tetris. But this is probably the time when Cole, if he's going to catch up, it's going to be now. Now that we've hit that transition and Das starts to show its deficits. Another Tetris for Poopy before following a triple line burn. And a lot less burning happening on Cole's side, so that gap starting to narrow, although we don't really see it in the scores just yet. But yeah, getting those pieces all the way left and playing it a little bit dangerous there on Cole's side, but making it work. Ooh, Poopy's... Oh, lovely split burn there on Poopy's side, followed by a Tetris. Managing to maintain a lead, though it is starting to narrow. Although, I say that. Is it starting to narrow? Maybe not, actually. Poopy's still like 70,000 points ahead. Yeah, stop pointing out my mistakes, Sonny. It was a high transition, as any 600k transition is. That's what I meant. Ooh, Poopy slightly aggressive. Oh, getting that line just over. Jeez, you can... This kind of nail-biting stuff, and I think there's some kind of Das getting lost there, but managing to sort of maintain with slow taps. And yeah, looking good on Poopy's side. Oh, and a lovely setup there. Saw the line coming, managed to get the burn, and kind of get the perfect well transition over with the Tetris back over to the right side well. Poopy playing pretty aggressive for Das, and it's paying off because that lead is now 100,000 points. The lead has actually widened, would you believe, despite playing against a roller. But perhaps, you know, I was going to say a combination of good RNG and great play, but really this is just great play. I wouldn't say that this RNG is like fantastic or anything. It's nice, getting some nice pieces, but like look at this, that's not great, and Poopy making it work. Yeah, Poopy playing with her whole body. Oh, lovely T-piece to go all the way left. And Poopy is maxed out and does not have the max out code, so I guess, well, let's see what happens. Might have to get someone in to count this. Although, oh, Cole in real trouble, and the piece is not coming, so Cole is going to top out before the max out. And yeah, I don't know what max out that was for Poopy, but Poopy gets a max out and takes the game and is ahead. 2 games to 1. GG's. Could be the final game. Who knows? 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Okay, so Vicious Rhubar's gone back and done the calculation. 1.14 apparently. So not quite a PB. But geez, these players, I think everyone's hyped to be in the Mega Masters, putting in some amazing games. Oh, nice L piece there for Poopy to get out of trouble. I really thought this would be a short stream, but I guess not. Oh, lovely square burn there with the for Poopy, and just kind of just not getting the best pieces, but making some really clever decisions there. Like Poopy's burning, again, I'd say is pretty amazing, pretty next level. Kind of the only time I'd say for a Das, when I've seen Das players kind of do this kind of next level burning, I'd say it's probably Sharky. Sharky also very talented at spotting those opportunities and, you know, spotting developing trouble and making just the right play to stay within the boundaries and keep the game alive. Okay, slightly tricky starts for both players, I would say here, although Poopy has gotten out of it quicker. Oh, and Cole not seeing that square quite in time to make best use of it, but not too big a deal. Deciding to go aggressive and build for the Tetris, and gets it. Gets rewarded almost immediately. Okay, Cole getting kind of high up. You got to remember, like, if Cole loses this game, that's it. Tetris, though. Dirty Tetris for Cole. And another one. Oh, this is exactly how you want to burn down your stack, if you can, with Tetrises. And yeah, Cole staying aggressive. And another Tetris. And look at that. One single line burn, followed by a double. That's what that burn really ended up being, because the rest of it was Tetrises. And that has allowed Cole, though behind Poopy on pace, not by a significant amount. 250,000 points for Cole, 332,000 points after that Tetris for Poopy. Line count's about the same. I say, Poopy playing some really great games today. I mean, if it wasn't for Cole's astonishing first game, I'm sure Poopy's game, you know, would have been right up there. Oh, nice last second adjustment there for Cole. Spotted that kind of nice single burn to get out of that situation and managed to adjust just in time. Yeah, playing it safe with that S placement. Oh, interesting flip with the J. Seemed kind of, I wonder if it was kind of unintentional, actually. It was burnt more lines than was necessary, although the line did take a while to come, so I don't know, maybe not. Oh, a misplacement of that square though for Cole. This is unfortunate. That L is a nice piece, as is that square to get out of this. Got an LJ dependency now. The J comes, but not before a Z, for which there was no space. And yeah, it's okay. Cole probably at least temporarily out of trouble. But really, the pace now, is going to have to hope that Poopy doesn't put in another fantastic game, but you know, Poopy has no intention of that. 530,000 points. And oh, Cole is in trouble. This is not looking good. And so close to transition and so high up. This is definitely problematic. Needs a line now. Oh, could have burnt with that S or Z or whatever it was. Unfortunately didn't. It's going to top out at 416. And Poopy's going to take it with another really amazing pace. So Poopy has taken it 3-1 after that first game. Unfortunately, that, you know, the hype from that first game, meaning that the next game's not so great. And Poopy really playing on form, actually. You've got to really commend Poopy's consistency. Every single game. Like high transitions, consistent play. I mean, the earliest top out was an 800 and something. The second game was a max. This is on easy max pace for, well, I say easy. I mean, a max is never easy. But yeah, Poopy has taken it. And Poopy is going to go on to round 1 against Dog playing Tetris, which that's going to be pretty difficult. Das versus high level rolling. Against, you know, the 2-time world champ. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing it. And no matter what happens, those are good games. Cole with the amazing new PB as well. That high 1.2 game, 1.288. But Poopy is going to be the one to make it. I don't know that there are any winners. Yeah, there's no winners seen here. But so we can just watch Poopy play it out. Oh no, lost Das. So it doesn't matter. There we go. So GG's. Look at that, 800k at level 23. That would have been a definitely PB pace.
We'll take a look at the overall bracket, but you can't read that, right? Like who can read this? Like it's. I even think with my glasses I couldn't read most of this. So we'll break this down for you and talk about our round 1 matchups. In the orange bracket, Sidnev, the number 1 seed, will be taking on Maestro. The winner of that will play the winner of Cool Ice Age and Zafania Nenu at the 33rd seed. Are you kidding me? That's insane. Red bracket, we got Jerpy Dude playing Sunny Disposition, taking on Noah Ding and Adam Mountains. Of course, the winners of each of those matches. Moving on, we have.
That's one. I'll just be honest. I have no idea who gets out of that. That's one of mine. I want to see who gets out of the maroon bracket.
Like, yeah. I think Sunny being the 49 seed is kind of like. Really?
Yeah.
Is that high? No. Adam at 48? Really? No.
So Noah at 17? Like, that's always going to be a tight one. 16 and 17. All right, sorry. But yeah. I'm going to be looking closely at that one.
Mustard bracket, we have former runner-up for CTWC, Pixel Andy, taking on Ansel Tetris, who got into the round 1 yesterday. Winner of that will take on Alan Bot and the Asian. We got the lavender bracket, where Sam Finch will take on a round 0 winner, Heps. Winner of that will take on Dylan, answer to question, and Dead Meme LMAO.
That's another one, right? Look out for that one.
Yep.
I'm just going to say it, yep.
Blue bracket, Scamper made it through only to face the number 4 seed and TikTok star Miles the Great, who may be losing his stardom if the government keeps doing what they're doing. Taking on the other Dylan, Armstrong and Obelix Vendry, which I honestly think, out of the round 1 matches, that might be the one I'm looking the most forward to.
Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun between those two rising rollers.
Indeed. Olive bracket, we have current reigning champion for CTM, Doge, taking on TNI Saint. And then on the other side, Trap Zone taking on, is that Malik? MELHK underscore?
Mel HK.
Mel HK.
Yeah.
Mel, got it.
Mm-hmm.
Sky bracket, we have... I keep saying that this is a surprise, but I mean, when you have a 2.2, is it really a surprise when you're the number 5 seed? Just maybe more of a surprise with how fast Panic Portal made it up the rankings. Number 5 taken on Storm and Norman, who we saw earlier. The winner of that takes on Brodendamp or Messix. That should be a fun one. Aquamarine bracket, we have Tommy NTG taking on Smooth Motion. And in the other side, we got Kilometers the Average taking on the Mr. Valor.
Good luck, Smooth.
I feel like I've been saying that to all the round 0 winners. Speaking of round 0 winners, we had Mark PM0 win yesterday, as his reward for winning is taking on Tetris Alex T, Mr. Thatch himself. On the other side of the bracket, we'll have the Smelling Captain taking on Ben Opumps.
Now, I gotta say that 31-34, they might, I don't know, Alex T, might bring the A game, might meme around a little bit. Watch out.
Yeah. That's really the thing about Alex, right? It's just the consistency. Is he coming to play or is he coming to have fun? If he's coming to play, watch out. You're in trouble. So go over to the Mint bracket next, which is taking a moment to load. We haven't talked about this bracket at all because there's no round 0 match for it. Vicious Rhubarb taking on Sodium Overdose. On the other side, we have E-Flat-7 taking on Smol Jordan, who I can say from experience hurts to play against.
Yeah. This is another one. Like the seed, Rhubar's the favorite, but I have no idea. It could be any of them.
Mint bracket sponsored by Mint Mobile, according to Andy. On the violet bracket, we have the Fractal. We just talked about this one taking on Matt Martin. That's going to be a fun match, regardless. Blue Sketty and Tuki are on the other side of that bracket.
Matt Martin makes it easy.
Easy, yes. We'll get number 71 in round 2. My favorite named bracket in the entire tournament, the Tawny bracket. SV Nestris will be taking on Heyo Knight, who squeaked by Andre, and then Peak Eric taking on Doodle on the other side of that bracket.
Tawny was just the best way to not say Poopy Brown. So we with
Love
Tawny.
it. On the red side, we got Ramations taking on Melon Soda, who won their match yesterday against Dan. And on the other side of that bracket is F1 Pro, and perhaps in my opinion, a very high seed for Mr. Ring from who I like to call Chef Oyardi.
That red bracket, oof.
Yeah, that's gonna
I
be
don't
something.
know.
Ramations versus O. If Ramations and O make it through, that might be my round 2 matchup that I really want to see. That would be something else.
Mark Meekus is making the brackets now, so you can fill yours out.
There you go. We have the Navy bracket where Hufflepuffus will take on the highest seed in the tournament, but certainly not the lowest player in the tournament. And I've been told this is a CTWC rematch between Hufflepuffus and Tetris Time.
It is indeed. I think that would be the top 8, right?
Yeah, top 8.
They met.
Yeah.
And they meet in round 1. I mean, that's a really tough draw for Huff. Like,
Yeah.
it just is. So
We'll see if they can get it done. On the other side will be Oscar taking on Blanket. So the winner of that will face the winner of Huff and Tetris. Pink bracket, you got Gerald Freeman taking on Peyton, who was here earlier, and then Wallbant versus ID Kirby. Winner of those 2 matches will play each other. And finally, in the purple bracket, we do not have our round 1 match ready yet because we still have to play our round 0 match between Cold Bucket and Poopy Old Hag. And as a reward for winning that match, you get to play 2-time world champion Dogfight Tetris. So,
yeah, Dog definitely a low seed here at 11.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it's just what happens when you have qualifying. So some players are going to be higher than others, but yeah, oof. Tough bracket there for either.
And then on the other side of that, it's going to be Antcoster and Anikami. And that rounds out the bracket. That is everything that we have.
Hey everybody, this is your old pal Vandweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day.